Presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Hello and welcome back to Rip Hughes Stadium. We're at Knowledge Field tonight where the Dothan Tigers are hosting the Daphne Trojans. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland, and we're going to join Jimbo Lofton down on the field as he monitors the coin toss.
Gentlemen, we refer to you as gentlemen because that's exactly what we expect you to be. And we know that gentlemen always play with sportsmanship in class. Is everyone up for sportsmanship in class? Thank you, gentlemen. As captains of your team, we'd ask that you encourage your teammates to play with sportsmanship in class also. Can you do that? Thank you, gentlemen. Do you still intend to defer if you win the toss? Yes, sir. Well, he wants to receive, so that means everybody's going to get to do what they want to do. I'm going to flip it and tell you that you have won and are deferring, okay? You've won the toss and you're deferring, all right? These gentlemen here.
All right, guys, that's kind of unique. You go, well, what's the toss mean? The other team had already indicated as they talked to the coaches ahead of time, they'd like to defer. Dothan wanted the ball anyway, so you know what? Everybody's happy, Mitt. And I'll tell you what, they ought to be happy tonight. Good crowd here for the Tigers. This Daphne team is 3-2. Don't let that fool you. They've lost to two great teams. They got a high-powered offense. And I'll tell you what else, you're going to see a lot of fireworks. Matter of fact, Mitt, these two teams are two of the highest-scoring offenses in 6A ball this year, and I don't look for anything different tonight. Let's just see what happens. Back up to you, Mitt. What you think?
Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Jimbo. I was looking over the stats here for Daphne. They are 3-2 overall, 2-1 in region breakdown. Dothan's 4-1, and they are 2-0 at home, and they are 2-1 in league play. Now, Daphne averages 33 points a game, and Dothan's averaging 36 points a game, so they're pretty evenly matched there. And some of the key players for Daphne is Ronnie Davis, number 3, TJ Fleeton, he's number 10. He's averaging 168 yards per game, and that's passing, and he's also averaging 179 yards per game. So it should be a good game. Now, looking at the Dothan Tigers, they're a very talented team. If you look at the Tigers, you've got to talk about their starting quarterback, and we call him DD. That's Deontay Thomas, number 11. And Thomas, he's averaging over 100 yards in two different categories. In passing, he's averaging 109 yards a game. He has 4 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. But looking at his rushing, he has rushed for a total of 577 yards, and he has over 1,000 yards in total offense, rushing and passing. In the rushing category, he's had 10 touchdowns. 10 touchdowns, so he has accounted for a total of 14 touchdowns for this Tiger team, and they're a pretty explosive offensive team. They're able to get out there and play with most teams. Not only common opponent between Dothan and Daphne was Northview, and both teams beat Northview. So Dothan elected to receive, and they will down the ball on their own 25-yard line. So the Tigers are hoping to up their record to a 5-1 start, which would be the best start for them in a while. And we are hoping that they're able to do it. 1st and 10, Dothan at their own 25-yard line. Thomas. He rolls right, and he keeps it. He gets it outside, and he picks up about 4 or 5 yards. Good first down play for D.D. Thomas. It was a gain of 5, so it will bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, you know, Mitt, I'll tell you this. I think you're going to see the Tigers try to keep the ball. I don't know how crazy they'll get out of it. Of course, you got 4 out right now, but twins to each side. By the way, fans, I am puffing. I just made it up 30 flights of stairs, or however many stairs
63 steps. And that time nowhere, that was big number 63 in on the tackle for, and that's for Daphne. Number 63 is Bradley Stevens.
Man, they must have plenty of chicken fingers. Have been with a lot of chickens. He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. So a loss of about a yard. So it brings up 3rd and 6 for the Tigers of Dothan. This is opening drive tonight. It's a beautiful night for football, Jimbo. It's cooled off just a little, but it's a nice, clear, and pleasant night.
Yeah, we did. We had some rain earlier today, Mitt, and Thomas back to pass on the crossing pattern. Nice play.
And it's completed over the number 5, Trey Jackson, and it's enough for a Dothan first down.
That was a nice play, Mitt. You know, he just he ran that slant to the inside, and just a nice play, good high percentage pass, etc. So
it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
All right. Thomas is going to give it to his running back, and, you know, there's a nice little hole there, Mitt. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3.
So it will be 2nd and about 7 for the Tigers. If I'm not mistaken, Jimbo, I think if Dothan wins, they are in the playoffs.
Well, yes, you know, they're going to definitely be in the driver's seat. That's good. And I hadn't seen that. Now, Thomas back looking
Lots
deep.
of time.
He's got him wide open. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Connor Eggleton had gone down the middle and had at least 4 to 5 yards on him, but a good play.
Yeah, it was a good call that time by the Tigers. He threw it just about a yard ahead of him. It was just if Egerton could have gotten under, it would have been 6 points for the Tigers.
I'll tell you what I like, though, Mitt. I like the thought process. They've mixed it up well. We've had you've had Thomas keeping the ball. You've had a handoff. You've had a slant in. You know, so we're seeing a lot of variety here. And by the way, and like I said, the Tigers wanted the ball. There's that little bubble screen in the middle.
And that was over to number 21. That was Jeremy Saffold, and a short gain on the play. So it's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers, and they're going to punt it.
You know, Mitt, I do like I like the fact that the Tigers mixed it up pretty well that first series. And again, you know, really, we saw him. He had him open down the middle, so we'll see what that opens up later on in the game.
So Dothan will have to punt on their first drive of the game. Like I mentioned earlier, Jimbo, these two teams are averaging pretty much the same amount of points. Fair catch called for at the 22-yard line.
Yep, nice punt by Traylor Griswold there. Let's see. Well, you know, a net near 40 yards. So, hey, you know what? You'll take that in college ball every day, too.
But both teams are pretty much in the same vicinity as far as points per game. Dothan's averaging 36, and Daphne is averaging 33.
Yeah, you know, we mentioned, as we mentioned that the start of the game, it was that's a couple of teams that out here that put some points up on the board.
So T.J. Fleeton is the quarterback, and he throws a screen, and it's low, intended for number 12, Tarbert. It's incomplete. So we'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Let's see, they're going to run trips out to the far side, Mitt, with of course, a single man in the backfield. All right, you know, I'll do a little audible here. Of course, Dothan High running with 3 down linemen in the middle and running basically a 4 linebacker set. So nice 3-4 defense.
Fleeton looks.
He's looking up to the side.
He finds an open receiver, and
Jonathan
he's going
McGaster.
He's going to take it out just across the 30. I think it's probably going to be a yard or two short of the first down.
Yeah, we're going to have going to be 3rd and a long one, Mitt. This will give us a good idea of what kind of confidence and what Daphne feels like they can do based on their selection here. Looks like they're going to bring them in and stack it in heavy here. They got he may just, you know what, Mitt? Second effort.
It's going to be close. It depends on the spot.
I'll tell you what, if they spot it where the near side judge is, one thing. If they spot it where the far side is, although I'll tell you this, if you made that, well, never mind.
Yeah, it's the first
All
down.
we did was fill some airtime there with that discussion, Mitt.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. The handoff up the middle, and a good run, a pickup of about 8 yards, and that is number 2, Josh Johnson.
Yeah, and that hole opened up nice, and I can tell you right now, Mitt, he's got some speed. That was obvious.
So a gain of 8. It brings up 2nd and 2. The ball just across the 40.
Interesting, the quarterback for Daphne is committed to La Lafayette. Trips off to the left. He's going to hand it off again up to Johnson. Johnson finds a little crease to the outside across midfield, and down into Tiger territory at about the 45-yard line, Mitt.
Yeah, Johnson takes it. That was a good run by Johnson.
Yep.
He picked up probably about 15 yards on that play.
I think it's going to be critical for either team tonight, Mitt. If you've got it on offense, you're going to need to hold it for a while because I think both these defenses are going to be tired at the end of the night, Mitt.
So it brings up a 1st and 10, the ball at the 45-yard line of Dothan.
Okay, trips to the inside.
Screens, pass, and it's complete.
Boy, nice job of following his blockers. Broke it to the inside.
Yeah, that was number 1, Jonathan Gaster.
And he's tackled by number 1, Jeremy Lockett for Dothan High. But that was a big gain, Mitt. Probably about 20 yards, 25 yards.
McGaster did a good job of looking to the inside and cutting back to the inside and picking up some extra yards. So Daphne, this drive started on their own 22, and they moved it down to the Dothan 22.
Oh, there we go. Let me tell you, he didn't know much in there. Malik Reed, number 47, the junior, just met him in the backfield for probably a loss of about 3, Mitt.
So that was a good defensive play by the Tigers. That was something they needed.
Yeah, good job there. Reed on the inside, of course, took care of the center, and nice play. Now they're going to do this stack on the inside again where they, pull that guard. The tackle looked like he moved.
Quarterback decided to keep it, and, boy, he drove the power forward for a couple of yards. He made something out of nothing that time.
Fleeton, is a big guy. He's 6'2", 215, Mitt. And, again, as we said, he is committed to the La Lafayette. Who are they, the Raging Cajuns?
Raging Cajuns.
Yeah. And you know what? And that's a school that's got a history of having good quarterbacks. All right, let's see what they got in their arsenal, Mitt, on 3rd down with twins each side. 3rd and 10 from the 19. Let's see. Looking. Oh, Mitt.
Wide open down the middle.
Long coverage, unfortunately, by the Tigers. And, boy, he was wide open.
Yes, it was. Right down the middle to number 11, Chris Sane. He's a 6'2", 185-pound senior receiver.
Well, again, we'll say this, Mitt. You've got Fleeton, the quarterback for Daphne Trojans, and as we're not going to beat this. We're not going to beat this all night long, but who's already committed to La Lafayette. So we know they've seen some things from him, and of course this is a good school, good squad. Tigers are going to have to play some good defense tonight.
Right, they've got to come out and put together a drive. They got to come back and answer with a good drive. They almost got to that one, but it's going to be good.
Lockett made that extra point a little more exciting than normal, so good deal.
So with 6:40 left in the first, Daphne goes up 7-0 over the Dothan Tigers. Daphne getting ready to kick off after the touchdown. They put together a 78-yard drive. It started on their own 22-yard line, and they capped it off with a 20-yard TD pass.
All right, there we go. Lockett's going to get it out to about the 34. We've seen a lot of that this year too, Mitt, the very high, short kick. And when you got a guy like Melton Deep and some of those guys, I think you'd rather do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would.
Cameron Melton, of course, is committed to.
Is it
I should know that. UAB.
UAB, yeah, right.
He's Auburn, and Adrian Kirkland's committed to UAB.
UAB, that's right.
Good job. Both good-looking athletes.
So it's a 1st and 10. The ball at the Dothan 33-yard line.
He's going to get twins out of the backfield. There we go. We're going to see Kirkland.
Good cut to the outside.
Nice move to the outside.
And Kirkland cuts back in, and he's thrown out of bounds at the 41. They're going to mark it at the 40. So gain up about 7 on that play.
Mitt, and again, as long as they'll continue to execute, I like what I see out of the Tigers tonight. And I think you're going to see a lot of different looks and a lot of different sets. You're going to have Twins out with a single back, and here we're going to go. And he's going to drive forward to the first down, looks like.
They're going to mark it at about the 44-yard line, so it's enough for a Dothan first down. So they come out in a couple of plays, they pick up a first down.
Yep.
After that big first down run by Adrian Kirkland, he picked up about 7.5.
And, we're going, and again, this is going to be necessary tonight, Mitt. Now they're going to stack them in with two tight ends, single wide out to each side, and Kirkland in the backfield.
Thomas, a high snap.
Come on, Thomas. That's a smart play, Just fall on it. And the tendency is to want to pick it up, Mitt.
Right, and what happened there, he was not ready for the snap.
Yeah.
He was not ready for it, and I don't know, they were mixed up on that signal, but it cost them a big loss. The ball back to the 29-yard line, and first down marker was at the 44. So a big loss.
That's going to be second about 25. Your goal here is see if you can get about half of it back. That's not a bad way to try to do it. Keep your footing. There you go. Nice play. Nice play. Ball out there to
that was
Wesley
number 10.
Willis.
Yeah. Isaiah Long.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at number 40, Wesley Willis. All right, I just gave Wesley, the 10th grade linebacker, some credit, Mitt, but hey, I'm sure Wesley's a nice fella too.
Yeah.
All right.
So Long picks up about half of what they lost, so it becomes a third and about 15.
It's sad, Mitt. What I saw was the 40-yard line and called his name. Anyway, I'll have to work on that. All right.
Thomas drops
back.
He's being chased.
But look at that.
And he finds. He had found
Trey
Jackson open, and Jackson was trying to go before he got the ball, which happens so many times.
Yep.
And he drops it.
He sure did. He had already thought about catching and spinning back out, and he was going to be within 4 or 5 yards of the first down marker there, Mitt. But anyway, Tigers are going to have to punt again. So with 5:06 left.
And back deep for Daphne's Chris Sane, who had caught a touchdown pass. The only score in the game.
He's a good-looking athlete, too.
So Dothan punts for the second time tonight, and the ball is down on the 33. Well, they're going to mark it at about 34. We're giving it 34. Dothan's got to find a way to stop Daphne this time. They can't allow them to just march down the field like they did their last possession.
Right. This is going to be a game that, like I said, Mitt, the defense is going to be run a lot tonight with these two high-scoring defense. It's going to be critical for the Tigers to get some penetration on offense. But here we go. Daphne didn't like what they saw, and they called a timeout, Mitt.
Yeah, and so with 4:55 left in the first, the score is Daphne 7, Dothan nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. First and 10 for the Trojans of Daphne, the ball at the 34-yard line. This is their second drive of the game. They had a 78-yard TD drive earlier. So this is their second possession. And off to number 1, and he's going to be hit after a short gain. He gained probably 3. That's Jonathan McGaster.
And a host of Tigers there. They read that one pretty well, Mitt, with that.
So we'll bring up second and about 6. For the Trojans.
They're running a different setup back here.
They hand the ball up to Miller, and nowhere there. That was a big hit that time by number 24 for the Tigers. That's Charles Corbett.
And they brought in number 16, Zach Morgan in, who is a junior at quarterback right now, 5'10", 150. No question, a different look than Fleeton. Now let me see. They've got. Let's see, is TJ in the game at all? They may just be giving.
They have a different quarterback in.
That's what I'm saying. They may just be giving him a breather.
Long pass, and it's complete for the first down over at about the 46-yard
There's
line.
Chris Saint again, number 11. And again, we've called his number a couple of times. Good-looking athlete, and he was one of the, as the Dothan Eagle would say, one of the Daphne Trojans to watch tonight, and I can see why.
Yeah, he's been very active so far in this game. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 41-yard line, 46-yard line.
All right, let's see what Zach Morgan has to show us this time. Got trips here to the near side.
Morgan throws a screen pass.
Oh, there you go. No, that
and
was
it's a
coming
flag.
back. Yeah, there was a hold / block in the back over here on this side. Julian Thomas, the linebacker.
There's a flag on the play.
So we'll see what the call is. Holding. So that one we coming back, and it's from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, good deal. And again, like I said, Thomas for the Tigers was set up just right to make that play, and that's the only reason he did make that play, Mitt.
Yeah.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, first down.
So that will back Daphne up, which is a good break for the Tigers.
Absolutely.
So that will move the ball back inside the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. And I tell you, keep your eye on number 1, Jonathan McGaster.
Yeah.
He's been pretty effective so far in this game.
Going to go tight ends and twins and H-back, and they're going to give it around.
They give it to McGaster. He's trapped, but he gets away, but he's not going anywhere.
No. Tigers are all up. Tigers are a pretty good tackling ball club, Mitt. I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of that, at least early in the game for sure, of getting away from them.
That time the Tigers did a really good job of pursuing the play and stopping it before it could develop. So there's a loss on the play, so to bring up second and probably it's 20 plus is what we'll say.
Yeah, it's a long way. They got twins to each side.
Quarterback keeps it,
draw.
and he is nailed to the ground by big number 91 for the Tigers.
Is that Jonathan Long, number 91, that took care of
Yes, it is, and there was a flag on the play, too. And I think it's going to – Dothan's pointing at Daphne.
But they're definitely not talking to the Trojans about this one. They're all talking about it. You know, I'll be honest, if I'm Dothan High, I probably, depending on the penalty, I probably decline it.
Yeah, I'm thinking I would, too.
I would give, Mitt, and I've been scouring the sideline. I'm looking to see if there's any particular reason that T.J. Fleeton, the starting quarterback, is not in there. I don't see anything that indicates any issues there. They may just be able to give this young man a series, and that may be part of the game plan, Mitt.
Yeah, well, and they probably knew Dothan was preparing for Fleeton and throw a little twist.
Sure.
After the play was over, personal foul, offense, 15 yards from the previous spot. The down counts. It'll be third down.
Well, you know what? There's no choice there. Hey, that's the kind you want.
As they say, that's a no-brainer there.
Third down and basically about 2 zip codes to go, Mitt.
Hey, I like it. I like it. I'd like to give them about 3 zip codes.
Yeah. Well, and they're gonna run trips out to this side. You know, one thing we've seen that they like to do is run 2 guys out and drop back with, and hoping somebody can beat their man here. Just checking off. Let's see what Zach Morgan's got up his sleeve.
Morgan hands it off.
Hey. There. Oh, come on. Oh,
Woo,
yeah,
good hit.
Nice play. And guess who that was? Deontay Thomas.
The quarterback takes him out.
That's right. And,
wow.
There's some discussion about that he might play on the defensive side of the ball at the next level.
That was a big hit by Thomas.
It sure was. That was.
And he showed his speed, too.
I'm sorry I missed who it was. May have been Julian Thomas, the linebacker. Slowed him up just a little one, but as they say, he may have cleaned him, but Thomas finished him off.
He definitely finished him off.
He looked just like Bobby eating a cheeseburger. He finished him off the pass.
So it's going to bring up 4th down. back deep for the Tigers is Cameron Melton.
They see something. They got an uncovered man over here is what they're yelling at. And let's see if – no, they're not going to fake that. Okay. All right, Melton D. Ooh, thank goodness.
He didn't touch it.
Well, I'm glad he didn't touch it, but I'll tell you what.
Wow.
That could have been a mess there, Mitt.
It could have, and if he'd have been back just a little bit, they would have saved about 20 yards on field position.
Well,
but there's a flag on the field. We'll see what the call is. Here lately, the flags have been flying.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at that, a hold on the Tigers.
Well,
and if I guess my question would be, I don't know if Daphne re-kicks this thing or not, and maybe they get to add it on to the end. I'm not sure. I got to tell you, my rule book, I couldn't tell you whether they get to back it up from here or.
Now the flag was up here.
Yeah, I saw him call it a hold, so you think it would be on the field. We'll see.
But they're going to march it off. Wow. Boy.
Scrimmage kick enforcement will be enforced 10 yards from the end of the kick. First down, Dothan.
How about that, Mitch? You could have been right near about the 35 to 40. Instead, you're going to start at the 12.
Wow. So Dothan's got to do a better job. They are really hurting themselves on miscues But, hey, you can take it down. They've had another bad snap. Come on, guys. That's two.
Karan Williams jumps on that ball.
Wow. They've got to get their heads in the game, Jimbo.
Yeah,
they really do.
Sure, I can tell you this: the last thing you'd want to give this Daphne team is a short field. In the middle of it right now, we got J.T. Black, one of our offensive linemen. Looks like I don't know whether he cramped up or what. He's down at about the 25.
Dothan should have had this ball out near the 40 because they haven't executed very well. This whole from the punt to this point, they have not done a very good job of executing, but they've just got to get their heads on straight.
Right.
And so it brings up a 2nd and 19.
At your own 2. And I think that's a move. You're going to let D.D. Thomas run it.
Takes,
get it almost to the 10, Mitt.
That was a good run by Thomas, and it gives them a little breathing room. So it brings up a 3rd and about 12, which is manageable. The ball at the 10-yard line. They have to get to the 22 for a first down. Daphne is ranked number 10 in the state of Alabama.
Thomas, all right, looking. Downfield, he's got a man. Well, he had Eggleton open, but the pass was obviously out of bounds.
Right, he was being pursued. He had to do something. He did a good job of just getting rid of that ball, but he almost made a spectacular play. So Dothan will punt for the 3rd time tonight. And Daphne should be in pretty good field position
it's
after this punt.
You're right. You got Chris Sane there standing at the Tiger 45-yard line. So no doubt they're going to have good field position yet with 44 seconds left in the quarter. All right.
And it's a good punt.
Great play.
That was about a 50-yard punt.
Traylor Griswold did a nice job, and of course the other good thing was you had Williams down to. I say Williams down. That may have been Eggleton down there to start to pick it up at the 50, but good deal.
Yeah, I was looking at the clock.
Yeah, 34 seconds.
Okay.
And 0.3.
Okay, 34.3.
Yes.
It says 34:30. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? So Daphne will be taking over at midfield, which is an excellent starting field position.
All
a double reverse
and a flea flicker, and he's got
it. And he picked off.
Whoa.
Great defensive play that time by Jeremy Lockett. Reading the play, following the quarterback eyes, and stepping in there and knocking the ball down.
He sure did, Mitt. And he had a receiver. He had a receiver that was making the move down there for him, Ronnie Davies, the running back. But it takes a long time to develop, and Tigers did a great job of staying home and staying with their man.
So it brings up 2nd and 10 for Daphne. The ball at the 50-yard line. T.J. Fleeton back in as quarterback. He looks.
Looks.
And he goes across the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for Jonathan McGaster. So to bring up 3rd and 10.
Good coverage by Lockett. He was there, and D.D. Thomas was in the area again, as they'd say. Those two guys had a good read on him. So 3rd and 10. Kind of an interesting play selection for me. Doesn't bother me the first one I saw by Daphne. Mid, I can see doing something, seeing what you can do on a deal like that. But, it's interesting. You think they might try to establish a little something with the run. He's back deep again.
And it's complete over to number 11, and he's still on his feet. And it's going to be enough for Daphne first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Wayne sure does. Saint looks good, doesn't he, Mitt?
He does.
Good receiver, good solid, running good routes. He's got Cameron Melton over there covering, so you got a couple of D1 guys out there playing ball together against each other.
That was a gain of about 12. What they're doing is they're leaving this man open on the left-hand side of the field, and they've been successful going to that side so far.
Yeah, and he's got that little, the running back out there, and that time Ronnie Davies for Daphne, just releases out there, and there's going to be, that play is going to be there after you got that much time looking downfield. So
it brings up a 2nd and 6. And a handoff, and a big hit that time by number 91 in there again for the Tigers, Jonathan Long. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. And that will end the first quarter of action. So at the end of 1, the score is Daphne 7, Dothan nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Your number 1 source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Hello and welcome back to Rip Stadium. We're at Knowledge Field tonight as the Dothan Tigers hosted Daphne Trojans. I'm Mick Kirkland along with Jimbo Lofton. In that first quarter, Jimbo, was pretty exciting. Dothan had a couple of miscues that they really could have taken advantage of the situation, and they missed out on some good opportunities.
And there goes Jonathan McGaster again with the ball. That guy's got some speed, Mitt, for Daphne, so going to have to continue some good tackling, but he had enough for the first down, across the 25 down to about the 24. Kind of a gut check time right here for the Tigers.
Right, it's a 1st and 10, the ball at the 25.
They're going to run a wildcat here right now with Ronnie Davies, and you know what? He's going to pick up, but he's still going. He's going to get down to about the 17 Mitt. Woo.
And he's a little slow getting up. That's number 3, a little slow getting up, Ronnie Davies.
Yeah, and that was Jeremy Lockett again on the tackle. And, I'll say this, if your defensive backs are making all the tackles, it's going to be a long night.
So it brings up a 2nd and about 2.
And got them stacked in with Josh Johnson in the backfield now, number 2.
And a
nice
good
play.
hit.
Nice play.
That was the number 49 for the Tigers, Travis Gore.
It's a good play.
So a loss of a couple on that. So it brings up 3rd and about 5. Chris Sang back into the game.
Yeah, they're going to run trips out to the wide side, to the far end wide side from here, Mitt. It doesn't surprise me to see if he goes for a okay.
Woo!
Wow.
That was a hit, number 24.
Charles Corbett, the linebacker, Mitt.
Man, he cleaned his clock.
That's called welcome to Dothan.
And so it brings up a 4th down, 4th and short, and we'll see if they go for it. I think he's a little shaken there.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's I can't tell if he's asking for the play or what, but with 10 seconds, they're going to probably have to call a timeout to get this one off, Mitt, down to here it is, 6, 3, 2, 1. They're either going to have to call a timeout, or you know what?
Hey, the play clock is run out. That should be a flag unless they call timeout. It was too late. The play clock had run out.
No, I'm not. That didn't make sense to me either, Mitt.
Yeah, so I don't know about that call, but we have 9:45 left, and I tell you what, Corbett nailed him.
Nice
He'll
job.
remember him.
That's exactly right. That was a nice play, and again, just right there enough to stop the drive here and make it 4th and 1. Make them think about what they're going to do.
So with 9:45 left in the first half, Daphne leads Dothan 7-0. 4th and short for Daphne, and they're going to go for it. Looks like it. Yeah, they are. And I expect them to tonight. If Dothan can stop them here, it will be a big moral victory for them.
And they got kind of a jumbo package in here, of course, Mitch. You can imagine tight ends both sides, stacked them in.
Flag.
A couple of
We got a flag.
Mighty move, I hope. Maybe he's not checked in right and he's covered up, so they may not have the right number of men on the line in the backfield. Let's see.
Prior to the snap, illegal substitution, 12 men in the formation. Offense, 5 yards, still 4th down.
It looked like a lot of people to me, man.
Yeah, so they had too many men on the field at the same time, so they still going to go for it.
I think, I don't know if that has anything to do with their kick team or not.
I think they may. I think they're sending the kick in.
Number 40, what's that, number 45, Tyler Cook, a 6'4", 160-pound senior. It's going to be about a 37-yarder, Mitt. They have to call timeout, I know, because they were about to run out of time again, Mitt.
And I think they're a little out of sync right now, Jimbo.
Hey, this is a good thing for the Tigers to stop this and, worst case scenario, walk away with 3. Consider where you let them start with the ball.
And you can look at 2 plays in this game that have hurt the Tigers. 2 bad snaps.
Yeah.
2 snaps over Thomas's head, which would have been in much better field position if the snaps would have been good.
Absolutely. When you play, when you get some high-powered offenses like what we can, and here I am saying high-powered offense, 9:45 in the second, the score 7-0.
Right.
I do think we're going to see both of them loosen up. We're going to see some more activity here soon, but.
Dothan's gotta try to stop them here. If they, like I say, if they can stop them from scoring on this, or if they just stop them with the field goal, it's somewhat of a moral victory. But if they stop them from scoring at all, it will be a big victory for them, and maybe we can get a swing in momentum here.
Absolutely.
And get some momentum going into halftime.
That's right.
So this will be from the 27, so it will be a 37-yard attempt.
And just remember, the holder is Zach Morgan, the quarterback, who we've already seen in there.
Right.
So don't forget that. Tigers are playing it a little bit like that.
It's
That's
way
not
off.
Any good?
That looked like a kick I would have made.
No, I mean, that was better than yours, but it's still no good. All right.
So Dothan comes up with a big stop.
That's big. Big opportunity here for the Tigers, Mitt. They absolutely got to get some momentum. Got to give this defense some rest. Need a drive. Need one of these. I guess we'd take a one-play, 15-second deal, but love to see about a 5 or 6 minute drive. Put something together. Let this defense stay off the field for a minute, and let's put some points on the board, Mitt.
They just got to stop making mistakes, bad snaps, dropping the ball, and miscommunication. So they've just got to get the head into the game, and that's the main thing, Jimbo. If they can get the head in the game, I think the rest of them will follow.
And they'll be fine. Thomas has got Kirkland and Saffold in the backfield. And he's going to let Kirkland take the ball off to the left side.
And so Kirkland picks up a couple. So it will bring up 2nd and 8.
All right.
So
they're going to put twins out to each side.
Saffold's in the backfield with Thomas. Thomas rolls out. And it's incomplete, intended for number 5. That's Trey Jackson.
Boy, they really need to convert this, Mitt.
They really do. The first couple of drives, at least they picked up a a couple of first downs, but
Right.
you know that last drive was a disaster. But they got out of it.
They got out of it. Defense came of it. You know, if one side's struggling, the other side's got to pick it up. So Thomas has got it out pretty empty. Got an H back in there and twins to each side. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. 3rd and 8. I'll see what he's got in his mind.
Yeah, he was intended. He wanted to hit Jackson long, and it's incomplete. So Dothan goes 3 and out again. So they'll be giving the ball back to Daphne. The defense has got to get some rest. They're going to be worn out.
Yeah, it's going to make it tough. But hey, that's what you go through. That's what you go through 90 to 100 degree August days for to get tough and get ready for something like this. So. One thing I think we need to hope for as well, that Griswold keeps this ball away and not make it a returnable punt for.
Whoa! That should be a flag.
There's
a flag.
It comes out.
Sure did.
We got a fair catch at the 46, but yeah, you're right. Griswold took one for the team there, as they'd say, and I'm sure that'll be an automatic first down for that's at least a 10 or a 15-yarder, Mitt.
It should be.
Go through that. I think we talked about this last time. I don't believe that wasn't a running into. That was taking him out.
That's here coming over to the sideline to explain to Coach White.
Well, that tells you it's not an automatic first. I mean, that's what that tells you.
Yeah.
And it may be that they call it a running into the kicker. We'll see in a second.
Running into the kicker. Receiving team, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, 4th down.
Okay. They do have the split, obviously.
Yeah.
That there's a roughing the kicker and a running into. I'm pretty sure if you ask Griswold, he'd say he's roughed.
Yeah. So that will move the ball out to about the 27-yard line. Back deep is number 11, Chris Sane.
And the key here, of course, will be for Griswold to get a good one off, but also, Mitt, to keep Sane from returning it, because I'm telling you, no question in my mind, that's a dangerous man back deep at his own 40 right now. And that's going to be a wobbly kick. That's good. All right, well, that worked, Mitt. We picked up about that 5-yard penalty turned into be about a 12-yard advantage for the Tigers, so good deal at the 42.
So Daphne will be starting at their own 42-yard line. We're down to 8:38 left in the first half. And Dothan has not been across midfield all day.
Well, again, we're going to look for with 8:38 left in the half, let's look for the Tiger defense to step up. And let's see what Fleeton's got in his mind. I think we're going to see some running here, Mitt. And guess what? Right out of the blocks, I'm wrong. He just threw that one away.
Right.
Good coverage. Good coverage by the Tigers. If you look at our vantage point, Mitt, all of them covered up, playing a nice tight zone. Good job by the defensive line to keep him out. Not, you don't want Fleeton out here running around on you either, especially when you got them spread out that far.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They're going to go trips to the far side here, Mitt. Let's see what Fleeton's got on 2nd and 10.
And it's a little short pass. Woo! And
Nice.
He's hit hard.
Nice tackle.
And that was number 11 in on
Thomas.
Thomas.
Jeez. I guess he's going to cook us a sandwich at halftime too, Mitt. All right, he's a quarterback. He's playing, he's got that skill set to do it and play that strong, that safety position.
So it's brings up 3rd and about 6 for Daphne.
All
Takes
right.
a snap.
And
it's complete and a first down to the 40-yard line.
It's interesting when you're sitting here. It almost looks like it's like, all right, well, we're going to go and get a first down now.
Yeah.
And again, that's to McGaster, who we know has played well, but Fleeton with a good arm and good accuracy.
So
A little wildcat here.
And a flag or 2 or 3.
Yeah, the laundry everywhere.
There's one on the left, the right, and in the middle.
Looks enough laundry. Looks like my bathroom on a Tuesday morning, Mitt.
Whatever happened, 3 officials saw it.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5 yards, still first down.
So that backs them up 5 yards, back to the 45-yard line. So it brings up a 1st and 15.
I got to mention this bit. Number 54, the tackle for Daphne, Ashton McQuitry. They don't list his weight. It may be they didn't have enough numbers. That's a big fella. I mean, he's a big guy. And I saw him out there at the toss. All right, trips to our side mitt. Looking. He's going to screen to the inside, and look who's got it. McGaster.
Looked like they had him stopped back there, but they let him get away. He's a pretty talented player.
He is. I'm surprised that there's they're not some harder looks at that fella. He's not big, 5'11", 170, but I like his speed and his agility, Mitt.
So it's going to be 2nd and short. The ball at the 31-yard line.
All right, we're going to run Wildcat again. This time.
And it's enough for a 1st down.
Ronnie Davies.
Yeah, inside the 30 down to about the 28.
They've had a lot of what you would call, we've heard this phrase used a lot in the Southeastern Conference, kind of big or explosive plays where that's what they've had. Stop, and a big play and a big hit. But Tigers have been stingy once they've got inside. Let's see what they can do this time.
As a pitch back to number 2, and he's hit hard.
Wow.
That was number 90 on the tackle, Latrell Lee.
Yeah, nice play there.
So no gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that was, for Daphne, Josh Johnson. Another one. They've got a lot of these guys, 5'7", 150, they got speed. All right, let's see what they come up here with. Okay, we're going to do a reverse. Wow.
And he's going to take it down to about the 5-yard line.
Waylon Tolbert for Daphne. Jeremy Lockett makes the touchdown saving tackle there.
And they're in a hurry-up offense.
Yeah.
So it's 1st and goal. Dothan needs to come up with a big stop here.
Yeah, Dothan was stopped, and that's a good idea. This is a good time for a timeout with 6 minutes left down here. This is a good time to stop it up, and let's talk about it, Mitt.
So with 6:26 left in the first half, Daphne 7, Dothan nothing. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 1st and goal for Daphne. The ball on the 5-yard line. This drive started on their own 42-yard line.
And they got an interesting setup over to the right side with, now they're going to shift it. Push them all back out and put twins to each side. I think you're going to see Josh Johnson with the ball. And there we go.
Touchdown by number 2, Johnson, from 5 yards out.
Yeah, they did. They obviously did a shift there at the end, and of course Tigers reacted to it. But you got a crease, and you're down at the 5 with a speedster, and we see what the result is.
So Daphne scores again with 6:20 left in the first half. And Jimbo, we were talking during the timeout about really Daphne hasn't stopped Dothan. Dothan has stopped themselves.
Yeah, Tigers got to come out on offense. This possession, it's critical with 6 minutes left in the half. They've got to put something here right now. Got to keep that defense off the field.
Extra point is up, and it's good. So Daphne takes a 14-0 lead over the Dothan Tigers. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. So Daphne puts together a 58-yard drive, capped off with a 5-yard TD run by Johnson to make the score 14-0. Dothan has not been over the 50-yard line. They have not been in. Well,
I'm not sure. Did he give him the go-ahead to kick, or did he just do it? There's a flag down. Could have been an offsides.
We'll find out shortly. Well, I don't guess they were ready.
That's what I was wondering. I'm not sure that they gave them, they got to synchronize and they got to be all clear and all that before they give them the go-ahead to kick. So that may be what it was. All right. So we're going to see Jeremy Lockett with the ball going across the 30 out to the 35.
So Lockett Dothan will be starting at the 35, and let me just quickly check and see if that's the best starting position. They start their own 25 the first possession, 34 the next, their own 12 the next possession, then their own 20-yard line.
So this is the fifth possession of the ball, and the best position technically at the 35.
5, yeah.
Okay. Well, again, here's the key. They got to do something. He's going to have Isaiah Long in the 10th grade, the sophomore running back there with him, and we'll see what we got. All right, D.D.
Thomas keeps it.
Wide open field. He's across the 50. Beautiful blocking down there by Adrian Kirkland. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He just continued to push him back.
That was about a 35-yard run.
Looks 25 yard run.
Yeah, by Thomas.
There you go. And there's a spark they needed. And like you said, Tigers have crossed the midfield stripe, now working down in Daphne territory.
For the first time tonight, and we're down to 6:04 left in the first half. Thomas keeps it again. He gets it outside, and he picks up a couple. He's going to be called out of bounds at about the 42.
Got
so a gain of 2.
Yeah, one of the Tiger linemen. That may be J.T. Black, 52. Let's see. Yeah, that's who it is. He's down. He's getting up under his own power, Mitt.
Yeah, he's a little slow getting up.
Got the good folks from Southern Bone and Joint. I know we talk about that. They do a nice job of being at these games and checking them out, making sure all these players are safe, and if there is an issue, they're there to check it out quickly.
Yeah, he's kind of moving his right arm a little bit, but hopefully he's okay. So it will bring up 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Thomas with Long and number 25, Stansel in the backfield.
All right. Oh, turn around, catch it! Oh,
wow.
Man, it was just a little bit early. Jack Stansel got his hand on the ball. Boy, he ran juggling it for about 15 yards. I like the call, though.
It's a good call.
It's a tight end type guy right down the middle.
And it almost worked.
Just there. I'm telling you, if he had about another half yard before the Daphne Trojan guy made contact with him, he would have probably got his hands on it to be able to draw it in. He threw it just a little before Stansel was looking. But anyway, almost a great play, and be 3rd and 7. We need to convert here, Mitt.
This is a big 3rd down. Thomas keeps
there we go.
Up the middle.
He's got it.
Yeah, he's down to 30, and they needed to get to about the 29.
Yeah, he's good. I think he's good, Mitt. I think he's going to be good for the first down.
Yes, it is. So this is the deepest penetrations the Tigers have had all night. And the one thing they've done so far is not make those big mistakes like they made earlier in the game.
And I'll tell you, here's the threat. They can't afford to just assume we're going to play the run on Thomas because he'll throw it. And just like he is now, and he's got, nice play.
Complete.
Nice play to Kirkland.
Adrian Kirkland.
Great.
Thomas a little slow getting up there. But
yeah, he's a little gimpy, but he's going to shake that off.
And that's number 72 is slow getting up. That's Wimbish.
And they were tied up there with Jalen Coleman, who is one of the linebackers. And I think those guys kind of all got knocked into each other. It looks like the Tigers got the worst of it, but you know what? You can get over that quick when you're first and I think it's they've got it set up saying it's 1st and goal now, Mitt.
Yeah,
right
it is.
At the 10.
Yeah, it's right at the 10.
Yeah, let's what do we got happening here? Got a flag on the far side, Mitt. Unfortunately, right in there, where you see motion.
We can't afford to make mistakes this far down. It's against them.
Awesome. A little encroachment, maybe?
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense.
Half the distance to the goal line.
5 yards, still first down.
So he said 5 yards. So
there we go. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5, Mitt. I like it.
This is a good drive. It started at the Dothan 35-yard line, and they have just moved the ball, and they haven't taken much time doing it. Thomas.
He's got Saffold in the backfield. Thomas just going to keep it himself. What do you move the pile down to about the 2?
I think it's going to be spotted at about the 2.
You know, based upon that, if you just tell your, as we like to call them, the big uglies up front, if we can say big uglies, we're going to do that 2 more times. I need to be in the end zone.
So it's 2nd and goal, the ball at the 2.
I'd probably run it with Thomas again. That's why
they give it to Long, and he takes it in.
Nice. Touchdown, Tigers, Mitt.
A 5-yard TD run by Long.
Wow. Good play.
That was Long, number 10, Isaiah Long.
That's right. The sophomore running back.
And the thing they did, they just put together a good drive, a 65-yard drive.
Yes, sir. And I'll tell you what, and very, good bounce. Threw the ball a couple of times. What he's done is he's been able to earn the respect of the defense by throwing some of those passes, allowed him to run. That's right. And then we go.
And the extra point is good.
Louis Pimentel with the extra point, and we love it. It's 14-7, Mitt.
And that's what Dothan needed. We talked about they needed to get something going here, going into halftime, and get some momentum going their way. And that was a good drive. It started their own 35-yard line, and Thomas made a couple of big plays, a couple of big runs, a good pass, and then Long takes it in from 5 yards out to cap off a 65-yard touchdown drive. Okay, Dothan prepares to kick off after the touchdown.
I'm going to tell you, the Tigers needed that in the worst way, and I'm glad to see them do it. That's good for confidence. And Tigers going to kick it deep. And the speedster, one of them, Josh Johnson with the ball. This guy's got good. I mean, I'm going to tell you, he's got a second gear. All right.
And he's going to be taken down at the 35.
One of those on that play was number 94, Kadarius Daniels, who we've also seen him making some plays on the defensive side of the ball.
So we have 4 minutes and 14 seconds. So the Tigers defense needs to come up with a stop here.
Yeah, we need a little gut check here, Mitt. What we need to do is we need to stop them. We don't need them to drive down and score, because don't forget, Daphne deferred the coin toss, and they will receive the ball here. So we'd sure like to stop and get it back instead of giving them 2 possessions back-to-back. Oh, come on, guys. That guy's got some running room. Cameron Melton may be the only guy that can possibly catch this guy, Mitt. And there's Cameron Melton, who catches him at the 10.
Wow, that was from the 35 to the 10.
McGaster again, the senior. Wow.
Flag on the play. It may come back.
All right.
Let's hope so.
Where is that flag?
It's over on the left-hand side on the business side.
How far back? Maybe we got a hold down there, Mid, or a block in the back.
Yeah. Holding.
It's a holding. And as the home team would say there, oh, darn.
So it'll be from the spot of the foul, and the flag is about at the 25. So it should move it back out to about the 35.
We really don't have to be unbiased, Mitt.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The play still results in a first down.
All right, that was a good block.
Hey, I'll tell you what, as we'd say, there's a 25-yard penalty. Hope you enjoyed it. I know we did. And again, like I said, we don't have to be that unbiased.
No,
if all of a sudden some Daphne people call in, then you guys got some range that we don't know about here on the Scenic Sports Network. But we'll just say the good guys get a break their way.
We're not on the satellite. Now they really need to tighten up the defense.
Absolutely.
They got to break that time with the block in the back. They need to really step it up now.
Yeah, we're going to have twins each side. He's going to bring a man in motion across, fake that. He's looking. He's got a man streaking down the left side, Sane.
And right off the fingertips of Sane. It was wide open.
Sane, and I'll just say it, Sane looked a little too cavalier on that catch, Mitt. He was almost just kind of striding out there, and it was like he put his hands up late. Anyway, you know what? Incomplete.
Incomplete. Okay, we've got 2 breaks here, so we've got to make the best of it.
He sure did. That pass pattern, those guys, when they broke, Sane sure had it wide open. And I see Kevin Jackson defensive coordinator. He's coming straight out. Played pro ball, played here in Dothan, Northview, and played at Alabama in pro ball. He's out there chatting with them about it right now, Mitt.
Right, and I think that's a good timeout. We're down to 3 minutes, 31 seconds left in the half, and they definitely need to settle down here. And, boy, they like to give up a big play. They had given up a big play, but thanks to the holding penalty, it backed them back up. But that could have been a big play. Yeah. But Dothan had the same opportunity earlier on a pass. It was to – who was that it was going for? It was Eggleton, right.
Yeah.
And so – we've just got to make sure we don't let that happen again.
Tell you another good thing, Mitt. The stands are full over here on the Dothan High side, which you'd expect as a big game it is, but that's always good to see. I'm glad to see 90+% capacity over here, and quite frankly, coming all the way that they come from Daphne, I think any crowd you get when you're coming 200+ miles is a welcome thing. I'm sure glad I'm to come spend a little money in the city of Dothan, that's for sure.
Right, so it brings up a 2nd and 10, the ball at the 35.
All right, going to run the Wildcat again.
And he is met by a Wildcat, a Dothan Tiger.
There we go. Number 47.
That was number 94 in on the tackle, too, Kadarius Daniels.
And Malik Reed, those two guys, as old school Bachman Turner Overdrive would say, taking care of business.
Right.
Wasn't that them? Don't I have my
that was right? BTO.
Okay. Well, I know you had a little work in that area back in your day, Mitt.
Hey, that was way back in the day.
Okay.
So it brings up a 3rd and 9 for Daphne.
All right. Oh,
intercept it! Yes.
Nice concentration by Jordan Small. How about that, Mitt?
Hey.
Wow.
Great effort. We said the defense needed to step it up. They got a couple of breaks, and they made the best of it.
I'll
Jimbo.
tell you what, I think we all just froze. He stopped that ball. That ball was thrown a little earlier. The receiver was still looking, but a great play by Jordan Small, and the concentration he had there, Mitt, to go ahead and pull that one in. I think we were all reaching with him, trying to get back to it, get back to it.
Yeah, we're playing from the press box.
Yeah, we are, and I play some of my best. I really play some of my best ball this day from up here, Mitt.
Oh yeah, hey, you can see everything from up here.
Well, the biggest thing I was concerned about after this play.
So Dothan will start on 31-yard line, and a handoff up to Miller, gain of a couple.
Yeah, and Keron Williams is in at quarterback right now for the Tigers for a play, and here comes D.D. Thomas. Williams did what he was supposed to, come in, run a play. He didn't pick up but a yard, but 2 minutes and 29 seconds left and clock churning. Tigers either want to get something on the board or let's go to the half, one way or the other.
Right. They need to just maintain possession of the ball for the remainder of this half.
Thomas looking.
He gets to the outside. He breaks a tackle, and he gets across the 35 down up to the 36.
Yeah, he's going to be – let's see how he does. Okay, good. He took a shot there right at the end as he was going down, and that's one of those things that'll take the toll on you a little bit. Good deal. We're under 2 minutes right now. Third and 5. Big play right here, Mitt.
It's a manageable 5.
Absolutely. Anytime you got Thomas in the backfield, it's a manageable 5. He's got that opportunity to make a play when there's nothing there. So let's see what he comes up with. Trips here to the near side and to the wide side. Looks like he's checking off. He's telling his running back, moving him in position. And that's what he's going to do. Thomas is going to run the ball. Going to get to about the 40. Be a little bit short, Mitt.
Yeah, he's going to be a little short, and I don't know if they'll go for it or they'll punt it. They may go for it. 4th and a yard.
You got a minute 19. I think what you're going to see, that unless they stop it, I think you're going to see the Tigers run the clock down to under a minute and then call timeout unless Daphne beats them to it. Well, Daphne can't. They've used their timeouts.
Right.
Tigers got one left. So I think that's what we'll see it do, Mitt. All right.
Yeah, they
51 seconds.
So 51 seconds left in the first half. Daphne 14, Dothan 7. So it's 4th down, and Dothan's going. They're going to punt it.
Yeah, you know what? And I'll just be honest. If I'm, which it wouldn't be anything other than that, but if I'm going to be Griswold, I think they probably told him, you don't kick that ball so it can be returned. Not with Swain back there. Ooh! I tell you what, Mitt, the blocker got pushed into him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The blocker got pushed back. It was almost like it was too long to get it off, and the blocker got pushed back into it. Good play by the defense of Daphne, and we got a Daphne player down.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man. We didn't need that play.
No, that's not absolutely not what we obviously our first concerns for this young man. Well, it looks like he's going to get up under his own power.
Yeah, that's number 26, Jalen Coleman.
Yeah, he's starting linebacker. But he did. He got blocked into it. Boy, you talk about needing the defense has got to step up here, guys.
Now I wish we'd go for 4th down.
Absolutely. See if we can get a do-over, Mitt. We need to turn, what's that movie, Groundhog Day. We need to start over again.
Right. The Tigers going to step up. They're going to step up here.
Now, if I'm, I got to tell you, if I'm Daphne, well, they're going to look like they're going to come. Oh no, they've got him. They've got Fleeting out there. I was wondering if they're going to run a wildcat. I'm not sure. I don't go for it. They got go for the groceries. They got trips this side. Is that what would you say? Crossing right over the middle.
And it's a 1st down.
Guess who it was? Chris Sane.
And that will stop the clock with 33 seconds left in the half. What we need is a sack here because they can't stop the clock.
That's right.
They don't have any timeout, so we need a sack.
And they got twins both sides. That's why I think we're going to see this fade route. Oh, my goodness, Mitt.
He was defending good.
Yeah, Jordan Small was right there with him. No questions out. And actually, he had position on him. But Jonathan McGaster, and we've called his name several times tonight, he just made a play.
That one.
With 19 seconds left.
I tell you what, that hurt, that block punt.
Yep.
That block punt, because Dothan definitely had the momentum. It had definitely taken a swing, but that, and then Daphne will get the ball back. And the extra point is up and good. That was with 19 seconds left in the first half, and wow. To give up a touchdown like that, and we talked about how Dothan really, Daphne hasn't really stopped Dothan. Dothan stopped themselves.
That's exactly right.
And that was another mistake. They allowed the Daphne line to penetrate and partially block the punt, and it just gave them a great field position. They got the ball at the 31-yard line, so they take it in from 31 yards out. Yeah. And it's 21-7.
Yeah, and it was a gift, and I hate to say that. And then, I hate that Small was in great position for that play. The play just wasn't made.
Yeah,
and I give a lot of credit to McGaster. He looked like he came over the top to make that catch.
Yeah, the defensive back really did a good job. The wide receiver just did a better job of going after the ball.
I mean, he did, like I said, he did everything but make the play. All right, let's see what Eggleton can do with the ball. He's got
get out of bounds, Eggleton. He's going to get at the 40, and the clock's still running with 9 seconds. Yeah. We'll see if they take a knee or if they try to put one up.
If I'm Dothan High, I don't know how you can not go ahead and, with this kind of time left, wing one downfield. Let's see what they do.
Well, they still on 41-yard line, really. That's best starting field position they've had all night.
Yeah, we're going to see Daphne play a deep. They got a safety back here, Trey Rembert, about at 35 yards downfield, which is what you'd expect. But you can't do that.
Incomplete.
Yeah.
And a flag. And the clock kept going. It should be about.
Yeah. That's
intentional grounding.
Yeah.
Okay. And the clock ran out. We'll see if they put some time back on the clock.
I think what he's asking.
Intentional grounding, offense. That penalty is declined. That'll be the end of the first half.
So we've come to the end of the
That's
first
the end of the first half. Daphne
So,
21.
and the score is Daphne 21, Dothan 7. And we'll be back with halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Your #1 source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
All right, gang, boy, we're here tonight at Rip Hughes, as we all know, and right now, if you're watching this channel, you're getting a treat. You got the Dothan High cheerleaders do something for the young ones. As you can see, they call them the Tiger Cubs, and I'm going to bet you guys we got quote unquote darn near 100 out there. But what a cool thing! And you talk about a bunch of young ladies having a great time. It's a blast out there. And we're going to try to actually, if we can in a minute, we're going to try to talk to a couple of them. We'll see where that takes us. I don't know if you folks at home can hear, but they're singing, "Give me that old Tiger spirit, and it's good enough for me." There you go. Glad they don't have me singing, Mitt.
That's a good thing, Jimbo.
All right, Mitt, we're going to see right at this is their last cheer. We'll see if we can grab the group of them and get, as they say, if any of them can give us an update and tell them they're fired up. We'll see. Let's see if we can get some words on doing. Y'all having fun tonight? Who's going to win tonight?
We are.
And we are the Tigers, right?
Yes. I'm going to win.
Oh, you're going to win. All right. Well, y'all go have fun. Thank y'all. Y'all are good.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dothan City Schools Superintendent Mr. Tim Wilder and Principal Mr. Stan Eldridge, we proudly present the Dothan High School Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of Drum Major Daniel Taylor and Color Guard Captains Deja Stalling and Alicia Duke. Tonight, we present excerpts from our 2012 Chicago Earth, Wind, and Fire show. We open with Chicago's Make Me Smile and continue with Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is, featuring trumpet soloist Logan Blake. We move into the Earth, Wind, and Fire segment of the show with Getaway, featuring the D-High drumline, and conclude tonight's show with the great classic, September. Ladies and gentlemen, from Dothan High School, here's the greatest band in Tigerland.
your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Hello, welcome back to Rip Stadium. We're at Knowledge Field tonight where the Dothan Tigers are hosting the Daphne Trojans. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland along with Jimbo Lofton. And Jimbo, that first half, the Tigers looked a little shaky at times and they looked very impressive at other times.
You know, Mitt, as we've talked about several times during this and again at the half, you know, Dothan High can play with this team. There's no question in my mind. We just didn't get things done on offense consistently as we need to, other than the one drive that we had. And, of course, right there before the end of the half, we obviously had the misfortune of the blocked punt and followed out, turned out into a 7-point, another 7 points, which should never happen. This game should have gone to the half 14-7, Mitt, but it's 21-7. And Daphne Trojans get the ball. So why don't you tell us about those stats?
Okay, looking at the scoring drives, Daphne scored first with 6:40 left in the first on a 20-yard TD pass to Sane to make it 7-0. That was a 78-yard drive. They scored again in the second quarter with 6:20 left in the second on a 5-yard run by Johnson to make it 14-0. And Dothan came back and put together a 65-yard drive, topped off with a 5-yard TD run by Long to make it 14-7. Then with 19 seconds left, Dothan had fourth down. They punted. The punt was blocked, and Daphne got it. And at the 31-yard line, in a couple of plays, they took it into the end zone for the touchdown to make it 21-7.
A good kick. Ooh, close. All right. And so there we go. McGaster, he's going to get over the 25, and a host of Tigers are going to take him down at about the 27-yard line, Mitt. So Daphne will have it first down and 10, of course, at their own 27. And I can tell you what, need a 3-and-out right off the bat, Mitt.
You're exactly right, Jimbo, and I don't think Daphne's had a 3-and-out all night. Dothan's had a couple of them, and it wasn't because Daphne stopped them. Dothan stopped themselves with miscues and mistakes.
Well, let's see. We're going to have it right up the first play, right up the middle there, and he's only going to pick up about 2 yards. That's Fleet, of course, handing off to. I'm going to guess that's going to be. Let's not guess. We'll just see when the young man gets up. Josh Johnson, number 2. One of that stable of little running backs they've got. Mitt. We've seen Ronnie Davies. We've seen McGaster, somebody back there. Of course, Josh Johnson.
They have a lot of speed.
They do have a lot of speed. And he looks back to pass. He's got a man moving over the middle.
And it's going to be intercepted.
Intercepted right off the bat. Beautiful play by Kendall Coleman, the senior, number 6. Nice play. You know what? He looked just like a center fielder there, and that's what you want that DB to do, Mitt.
That's right. He did a good job of reading the quarterback and where he was trying to go, and he just stepped in there and picked that pass off, and that is a great way to start the second half with the turnover.
Nothing better than taking out that deal. You know, we'd already mentioned that they're going to turn around and get the ball and start the half. And I said a 3-and-out. We'll take a 2-and-out every time, man.
You better believe we will. So Dothan will be starting at the best starting field position of the game at their own 42-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get some Tiger action here. Let's go ahead and score and make this thing back where it needs to be, Mitt. First thing he's going to do.
Thomas keeps it.
Nice play by D.D. Thomas already.
Boy, if he could have gotten to the outside, he had some real estate in front of him.
Yeah, good closing power. You know you're going to have that. This Daphne team's got some good ball players back there. You know, got a lot of seniors on that defense. So, anyway, but D.D. with a nice fake and a nice play, and we're going to get a 2nd and 5.
Hey, a good game. I'll take 5 yards on first down any day.
Trips out to the far side, Mitt. Thomas going to hand it off. Boy, there sure was nothing.
Long is still on his feet,
Long.
and, yeah, he probably lost about a half a yard. They had him. Long did a good job of keeping his balance that time. He was hit, but he was able to maintain his balance and get back out close to the line of scrimmage.
I think what we're going to have to see, we're going to see the Tigers get them spread out a little bit to give Thomas an opportunity to either make the calculated or the broken play or the alternate play run if need be. Of course, the Tigers are going to go with twins out to the far side. Trips out to the far side. Pump fakes. Now, he got held up at the line of scrimmage.
Yes,
there's a flag.
there's a flag, yeah.
No question. There
2
was
flags.
Adrian, Adrian Kirkland was held up right there by the defensive back, and that was number 3. Actually, Ronnie Davis. Is that Ronnie Davis? Is that number 8, Horace Johnson? I can't tell. Yeah, Horace Johnson, number 8, and he's giving it the oh man, what are you talking about? And I think what the referee said, man, this was you were playing Dancing with the Stars there.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
That's right. He said all you lacked was putting him up over your head.
Pass interference. Defense. 15 yards from the previous spot and an automatic first down.
And that'll work.
Okay, so Dothan gets a first down, and the ball is on the Daphne side of the field, just shy of the 40-yard line.
All right, good movement already. Tigers going to have twins left. He's going to go ahead and give it another option right up the middle there to Isaiah Long, who's going to pick up a tough 4, but they're going to give him progress, maybe 5, Mitt. We'll take 5 yards a clip on first down all day long. That
time, Long did a good job of shooting through the hole that time.
Right.
He saw that opening there. He shot through there, and he was able to pick up 5 yards, so it brings up a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I like what I see the Tigers coming out here with in the half. Let's see. Thomas going to keep 2 men in the backfield with twins out to the left over there. And we're going to hand it off right now to Kirkland. Kirkland's going to get down to about the 31. Should be enough for the first down, Mitt.
It's going to be close. We'll see it. Well, from the spot, it looked like it's going to be a first down. They may measure. First down.
First down.
First down for the Tigers, so they're keeping this drive alive. It started on their own 42-yard line after interception.
That's right. That interception by Kendall Coleman is coming up big right now, and Tigers on the move. I like it.
And that's what you have to do. You have to come out and make some things happen.
Thomas looking again. He's got it.
Ooh, Kirkland didn't turn around, but there's a flag. I think it's going to be holding against Dothan.
I saw a couple of the big uglies in there. They were doing their own version of Dancing with the Stars, Mitt.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. So that's going to back them up because the flag is at the 35. Hey, it'll just be first and
what, 20?
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
Yeah, so, okay, well, we got 20 instead of 10. So just try to get 10 back and just take your time and make some things happen.
Previous spot, they marked that thing off a little extra, didn't we?
Looks like it. Well, I think it was from the spot of the foul, which was at the 35.
When he said from the previous spot, so if it was part of the foul, that's one thing. But I'm with you. But it's a 14-yard penalty. All right, Thomas. He almost had a nice play out there by Daphne. Let me see if I number 99. Daquan Abel, the 12th grade, the senior defensive end, he just got enough hand on D.D. Thomas to keep him from making a play because he had a crease.
Yes, he did. So it will bring up 2nd and 20 plus. The ball at the 46-yard line.
All right, we got Tripp stacked off to the left. See what we've got. Thomas looking. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to cross the 40 and go out at about the 37. So he's going to pick up about 9.
A flag.
And did we get a late hit,
Yeah, we did. We got a flag there.
Who came up? Was that number 25?
25, I think.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, but we'll take it.
I don't think he hit the
hit another player?
He hit another player, yeah. I think it was this.
But he did that bit right in front of about 8,000 on this or 4,000 people on this side.
After the play was over, personal foul. Defense, 15 yards from the end of the run.
Automatic first.
The down counts. It'll be third down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it will be.
So we picked up 8 plus 15, so looks like we're going to be about third and about, if I'm not mistaken, third and about 2.
2, yeah. Well, third and maybe 1. Let's see, they need to get to the 19.
So he's got to get the 21.
Yeah, 21.
About the 22. So we're third, maybe we're going to call it a long one, Mitt.
Hey, this is 4-down territory. Yeah.
Exactly, especially, I'm going to tell you what, Long did a good job just to try to get anything back out of that. He was met about 3 yards deep in the backfield, Mitt.
Yeah.
We're going to get some forward progress, thank goodness. I think at this point in the game, I think if you're the Tigers, you gotta go for this, don't you?
Oh yeah, you go for this on 4th down.
You're down by 2 scores. You've taken this back. You're a little long for a field goal. You know, not that I don't believe that Pimentel could make it, because I think he's got leg to make this.
So it's 4th and 3.
See if we get a hard count here. Looked almost like we hit. Trying to go in.
Thomas cuts through, and he gets the first down.
Beautiful run. It looked like there was nothing there, and he found the crease, Mitt.
Yes, he did. First down. That time, Thomas showed some patience, Jimbo.
Yeah.
He saw it open up, and he shot through there, and he took advantage of it and picked up the first down.
Tough running to the short side as well to do that. A lot of traffic. Thomas did. He absolutely picked that right hole and made it happen. So, fresh set of downs.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and the ball is inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
All right, lone running back with him. He's going to give it off to Long again. Long's going to cross the 5th.
And a couple of flags, so it could be a face mask on there.
Let's see what we got happening here.
Boy, the flags have started flying again here in the second half.
I'm telling you.
I think it's against Daphne. I saw Dothan players clapping.
That's got to be a
foul. Face mask.
Yeah.
Defense. Half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6, Mitt. I love it.
Okay, the Tigers this drive started on their own 42-yard line, and they've taken it inside the 10 down to about the 6-yard line.
The Tigers going to stack it in. Got 2 running backs in and going to have just one man split out. Kirkland out to the right, to the near side. And look at that. He's looking for a fade route. That's an interesting call.
Incomplete. It was intended.
Kirkland showing there's a lot of traffic down there in that corner, Mitt.
Yeah, that was Stansel was the intended receiver. So to bring up 2nd and goal.
Let's see if he does what I think. I think he's going to put Eggleton on those guys and spread it out. And if he can spread it out enough, let Thomas decide, can he just make that 6 yards? Let's see what we got. He's going to put 2 guys wide left, Trey Jackson and Connor Eggleton both. I like the idea of spreading them out, keep a running back in. Let's watch what D.D. does.
Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown.
How about a quarterback read draw? I call it 7 or 6, but 7 to come. All right.
So Thomas takes it in from 6 yards out for the touchdown with 6:29 left in the third. And that was all set up by the interception by Coleman.
It very much was, and I'll tell you this, though. Great execution by Dothan High on that series, Mitt. Got in a situation where it was 2nd and long on 25 plus, 1 zip code over, and didn't get flustered with it, just did what they had to do. Nice run, picked up a penalty too, and there we go. And here's the result, 21-14.
And a flag.
Yeah, that was a flag that came into the pit there.
So we'll.
Yeah, and you got some odd things that can happen. Personal foul. You got some odd things that can happen, inside like that.
Right.
We'll see what he tells us, but there's certain things you can't do. You can't jump over the pile, and there's certain things. Let's see. Here we go.
Roughing the snapper. Defense. Be penalized 15 yards on the kickoff.
Okay.
The snapper. Yeah, there is. I think there is, and obviously there's a protection deal for that guy, and hey, we'll kick off from the 50 or whatever we're gonna kick off from. we're okay with that, aren't we?
You're right, and that was a great way to start the second half. Creating something on the defense, and then taking over offensively and driving the ball down. That was a 58-yard drive.
Well, the key thing is the Tigers came out to play ball here. Matter of fact, they're going to kick it off from the Daphne 45. Now, a little interesting deal here, you know. Mm-hmm. Do you just go ahead and kick it out of the end zone and you're done with it? Or, you know, do you get kind of whatever and say, let's high kick this thing? And I'll be honest with you, I think
I'll kick it on the ground.
Yeah, and just say, hey, you know, do you kick a high one here, or do you just kick it out and not worry about it? And I think we just got that answer.
Right.
Just go ahead.
Wow,
and
he almost kicked that one out of the stadium.
Yeah, the deal is just kick it out, and they'll get it on the 20 and go from there.
Yeah. So Daphne will be taking over on their own 20-yard line, and Dothan is trailing now 21-14.
I love it. I love it, Mitt. We've got a you know, Tigers did what they had to do to go ahead and reinsert themselves back in the game. And we talked about this earlier. We said, you know, it's not the fact that this Daphne team looks dominant. It looks like Dothan High just needs to get it on track. And I tell you what, they came out and did it textbook. So let's see what they're going to come up with now. Daphne got to play some defense.
And that's a run by that's number 2 again. Is it 2?
I think
it's number 3. That was
Davius,
Davius. He picks up about 7. So brings up 2nd and 3.
We're going to go ahead and change the play at the line. They got twins both sides with Davius back with Fleeton in the backfield. He's looking, going to throw the little out pattern here. Nice play by Melton. I'll tell you what, he almost had him cough that one up. You see that?
He did.
Waylon Tolbert caught the ball, but he was immediately met by Mr. Melton. And it is a first down, but nice play, nice hit.
Melton made his presence known. And that's the thing. You want him to know you're there. And that's the thing. Dothan's got to make their presence felt.
Trips to the far wide side on this one, Mitt. Fleeton's going to look it over. He's going to – it was a nice fake. Gives it to Davius, who's going to pick up about a tough 3.5.
So that time the Tigers did a good job of getting back to where the ball was and stopping Davis before he picked up any major yards. He picked up about 3, so to bring up 2nd and 7.
All right. It looks like Daphne's trying to increase the tempo a little bit. All right, nice play over. Let me tell you what. You saw it and I saw it. Julian Thomas played off the blocker and just came up and took care of the business there, Mitt.
He really did. That was a great play by Thomas that time. And so that was a loss of yards on the play. So it brings up a 3rd and 8.
All right, this will be another key stop for the Tigers here, Mitt. 3rd and 8. This is a good time to punch them out. Let's go. Tigers going to bring some guys up. Look like a blitz. Don't. Looking back to pass. Well, let me tell you, Mitt, we had good coverage. I'll tell you this. One of his favorite targets, Jonathan McGaster over there, at the end separated just a little bit, but you know what? It's still 4th down.
It had to be a perfect pass.
That's exactly right. Good coverage out there.
So Dothan stops Daphne, and so Daphne will have to punt. Back deep for the Tigers, number 2, Cameron Melton, and he can make some things happen.
Yeah, Melton's got the skill set to do. Stay away from it, guys. Well, got a great Daphne bounce there. Tigers going to take over at about their own 23 Mitt. So, excellent punt.
And that was a good defensive series for the Tigers. They gave up a first down, but they tightened things up when they needed to, and they stopped Daphne and forced them to punt. So Dothan will be starting on their own 23.
And the important thing here, Mitt, is that the Tigers got the ball back down 21-14 here as we get into the later moments in the 3rd quarter. But you know what? If they come out and play ball like they did on that last drive, we're going to see ourselves just where we want to be.
Well, right now, I think Dothan's got Daphne backing up. They really do. Because they threw an interception the drive before, and that time they stopped them and forced them to punt. So that was a loss of 2 by Dothan. Well,
Yep.
It'll bring up 2nd and 12.
All right, Tigers going to come out with trips here to the wide side. Let's see what. And I know Thomas is going to be running.
It's a lot of black shirts over that way too.
Kirkland. Kirkland, no, tiptoe up the sideline. Nice play for the first down, Mitt. Wow, did you see him work the sideline?
And that was a good, smart play by Kirkland that time. A lot of players would have just gone out of bounds. Kirkland saw that he could get some more yards out and pick up that first down, and he did it.
Absolutely. And that's the kind of play that's going to have a team like UAB taking a look at him, and that's where, of course, that's where he's committed to. We mentioned that earlier in the evening, but, you know, UAB's got a good heads-up player in their hands now.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball at the 36.
All right, Thomas looks it over with trips out to the wide side to the left. They're going to try a little blitz here. Thomas going to run it up the middle for a couple of, maybe a yard, Mitt.
Yeah, that time there wasn't much there, so anything forward is good.
Yeah, and Daphne ran, brought one of their guys over there. Actually, their linebacker, Markel Jones, slid in for a blitz off that side. So if he'd have been running anything to the far side over there, he was gonna have a collision. 2nd and almost 9.5, we'll call it. Trips again to the wide side left, far side. Oh, all right, little screen to Kirkland. Ooh,
and
we're going to have a rough
flag.
with the passer.
Yep.
There's no question.
Wow.
That's
going to be
99, yeah, Daquan Abel came in, and Thomas is very slow getting up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cheap shot that time. It was.
Yeah, and and a lot of that's going to come by what do you do if you try to put that exclamation point on it when he's throwing a little screen like that. You're going to get called for that every time.
And I think what's happening here, Daphne is getting frustrated.
That's what I was going to say.
They really are. And so now Dothan's got them playing their game.
1st and 10,
Personal
Dothan
foul.
at the 50.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, hit above the shoulders, 15 yards, and an automatic first down.
That's the high contact, looking to prevent those, all the concussion head injury thing, Mitt. So it's a safety thing, and, they know those rules.
Right.
All right, Thomas now at midfield stripe. No, it's not Thomas. Excuse me, we've got we've got Karan Williams in, the junior quarterback. Looks like we're going to give Thomas a little breather here.
Yeah, I think he was a little shaken up on that play that they called the penalty on, and there's another penalty. 5 yards.
Interference. Defense, 5 yards. 3rd down.
They're getting frustrated.
Yeah, we've seen that before. Doesn't play well. Now, I do want to mention something that we got after this play.
Yeah, Thomas is out right now.
Yeah, Thomas is out. He's on the sideline. I think what they're doing is trying to give him a little rest and a little breather, and he's playing both ways a good bit, so you got to do that.
He seems to be okay.
Yeah, Williams looking over what he's got on 2nd down. We have movement. We have encroachment, I believe we did, didn't we?
It looks
Offsides
like
encroachment. Trying to jump the count.
And if it is,
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense.
Yeah.
first down.
5 yards will result in a first down.
That's an easy way to pick one up, Mitt.
It is.
We'll take them all the way down until we get into that half the yardage territory. I did want to mention something that Jeremy Lockett's being attended to over on the sideline. They've been walking him. I'm not sure. Looks like they're giving him a lot of fluids. He may be cramping up. I'm not sure. But got Southern Bone and Joint staff looking at him. D.D. Thomas back in now. Got trips out to the far side. Looking. He's going to dunk.
Ooh, that was a dangerous pass.
Yeah, he had ideas of dropping it to Isaiah Long, who's had a nice night tonight. If Isaiah could have got his hands on the ball, had a little bit of room there, but nice play by Daphne to break that one up.
So it brings up 2nd and 10. And Williams did a good job of controlling the game while Thomas was on the sideline.
Sure did. He's done that a couple of times tonight. All right, Thomas looking. He's got his target, Kirkland. Yeah,
Boy.
I think they're going to call that uncatchable over there anyway.
Right,
I don't believe they would. Also, we saw Jack Stansel going down the middle of the field, but there wasn't a whole lot there, Mitt.
Right.
But you got to do that. If by putting a couple of those up, it's going to open up some lanes for D.D. Thomas to run the ball as well. And we've had a lot of success when D.D. finds a hole, turns it upfield.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I like the time of possession the Tigers have this quarter.
Yeah.
Going to be the majority of it.
And that's what you want to do. Give your defense some time to rest and put together some drives.
And there we go right there. D.D. running the ball. Nice
He
stiff
breaks the
arm.
tackle.
He's going to get across the 30. First down. And look at that. Beautiful fake over there to Cameron Melton going off to the far side. Boy, nice job by D.D., wasn't it?
I think he's got a cramp.
I think he's got a cramp. There ain't any question. Look at him.
He's shaking it off.
You know what?
Hey, he's a competitor.
As Will Smith said, he was getting jiggy with it, right? Isn't that what Will Smith said?
Oh, yeah. Great run that time by D.D. Thomas picking up the first down.
That's a good deal. Awesome. And Tigers, like you said, got Daphne Trojans on their heel with 1:25 left in the quarter. There you go. Look at that play. Hold on, baby. He's gone.
He's
gone. Jeremy Saffold for the, 22-yard touchdown. Great play and great line play by the Tigers. I'm telling you. Boy, you just can't give enough credit to that offensive line for the Dothan High Tigers, Mitt.
And that was a Saffold. I tell you what, he showed a lot of, I tell you, he just hit that line and he went through it. He did a lot of it on his own.
One man got a hand on him and he broke that tackle. And I'll tell you what else. And I apologize, I didn't catch the wide out over here. He had made a block downfield and stuck on that block, and Saffold just played off of that and then went on into the end zone. So here we go, my friend. Pimentel to tie it up, and he does, and it's a 21-all game. You know what? Back to square one.
Square one, Jimbo. I tell you what, we have seen this momentum change. We talked about momentum change, and that interception by Coleman on the first drive of the second half by Daphne. And from that point on, Dothan turned things around. They were able to take the ball and drive it in for a touchdown.
You're right, Mitt. Dothan High has come out in 14 unanswered points, a great defensive stop when Daphne had the ball immediately. And again, we don't have the clock on it, but out of that 12 minutes, Dothan High has had it a good 9.5 this quarter, Mitt.
They have, and they've come out, and the defense has started creating some things and making some things happen, which they didn't do in the first half. And like we talked about in the first half, Jimbo, Dothan hurt themselves. Mm-hmm. They hurt themselves. It wasn't Daphne stopping Dothan. Dothan was stopping Dothan.
That's right. And you mentioned on that last drive, Mitt, saw some of the frustration for Daphne coming in. Some very ill-timed penalties, not that any of them are well-timed. All right, and it's going to be a short kick. Going to be taken at about the 12-yard line by the speedster, Josh Johnson. Here's one problem we got. Daphne loves to go east-west. Dothan High's got too much speed generally for that to work, Mitt.
Yep. So Dothan puts together a 77-yard TD drive. You know, they still on their own 23 and drove it down, and it was capped off with a 22-yard TD run by Saffold.
Well, and the nice thing is this Dothan High defense has gotten some rest. What we got to do is play some good heads-up ball right now. And they're just gonna try to run the ball. Well, I tell you what, you don't want to let that guy break loose out there. That was McGaster with clipped off about a nice 12-yard run. And last man that could get him was Julian Thomas, who did. But anyway, you don't want to lose anything. Don't want to give up a big play. But I'll tell you what, I like what the Tigers have done so far.
So it'll be 1st and 10.
They're going to try to run him again. They're trying to run right up the middle and doing a nice job. Picked up another 4 or 5 and trying to do it at a little bit of a little quicker momentum too,
I'm going to make a prediction here. They're going to pop that ball loose. They're going to pop it loose.
All right, that's fine.
They've come close a couple of times.
That's right. I don't mind. Let's see him. Let's see him do it. He's got Josh Johnson back in the backfield with him again. Trips to the near side toward us, wide side, and they're going to give it to Johnson again. I guess they think they found, and you know what? They're ripping it off right now.
Right, 10, 11, 12 yards per carry. So
going to have time for about one more play maybe in the quarter here, Mitt.
number 9 is limping off the field. That's Tarbert. He's down. Tarbert's a wide receiver. So we have timeout on the field with 11 seconds left in the third. And we're tied at 21 apiece. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Well, we thought we were about to start, and so they're going to let the clock run out until the end of the quarter. So we are at the end of 3, and the score is Dothan 21 and Daphne 21. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Hello and welcome back to Rip Hughes Stadium. We're at Knowledge Field tonight where the Dothan Tigers are hosting the Daphne Trojans, and we're all tied up at 21 apiece. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland along with Jimbo Lofton, and the third quarter was all Dothan, Jimbo.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, the Tigers came out at the half, saw them over here on the far left side as they came out, and they were fired up and clapping and ready to go. So, and I tell you what, they executed the task. There you go. There you go. Nice play. Of course, it got stopped early. I don't know if we had a motion or what there, Mitt, but Tigers came out and read that play right off the bat. You had Julian Thomas in the backfield. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be motion, I think, on Daphne.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5 yards, still first down.
I say motion. It's obviously false start. Same thing.
They changed the terminology.
You know what's happening? Dothan's getting to play so well, Mitt. Y'all are going to have to upgrade your coverage. I know what's going to happen. I'm not far from being out of a job. So nonetheless.
No, so it brings up a 1st and 15 for Daphne. And I think they're resetting the clock. Yeah, to 12 minutes. Since it was a dead ball foul, it was the beginning of the 4th, so no time off the clock.
All right, let's see if he swings it out. All right, there you go. Well, nice tackle by Kendall Cameron. Almost had a shot at him here in the backfield. Number 90, Latrell Lee, was close, but you see how quick those backs for Daphne can rip one off, man.
They are quick. They are, but we've got to get them before they can get going, before they can get the motor running.
That's right. Gain of about 10. Good play calling. It was a nice executed play. Twins both sides, and still going to have Josh Johnson in the backfield with Fleet. Let's see what he's doing. Back, looks.
He's hit.
Good play. Let me tell you something. Number 47, Malik Reed came in and did just enough to take that play out of being made.
Yeah, and he was going for it, and he was mad at himself for not making the play, but he put a lot of pressure on the quarterback and it forced him to make the throw before he was ready.
Yeah, and he ended up throwing that ball behind Tolbert. So anyway, we got 3rd and a long 5, Mitt. Need a play here. You're probably closing in on 2-down territory again.
Right.
Trips to the far side. Go ahead, Mitt.
No, I was just going to say, and we've got
I'm not sure it was set. They were set. Timeout.
Dothan wanted a timeout.
Good. Good spot to take one.
Yeah, we were talking about Dothan needing to make a negative yard play defensively, and so they almost had it that time. But so far, Dothan has controlled the second half, and hopefully they'll continue to. We're tied at 21 apiece with 11-17 left in the 4th. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
All right, big down here for the Tiger defense. This is a good place to go ahead and put the skids on this drive, Mitt. And they got them stacked in. Now they did this last time when they did this, getting the shift and ran something back here to the weak side. We'll see what they do. And they're going to try. They got the little screen through the middle. Ooh.
He gets the first down. That's going to get picked off. You watch. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're going to pick that one off before tonight's over.
Well, I hope so. They've executed that play well a couple of times.
They're going to go to the well one too many times, and we're going to pick it off. So it'll be 1st and 10, the ball inside the 20, well, inside the 30 at the 28.
They're still going to run a trips package out to the far side, Mitt. And they love running number 1, McGaster, and I don't blame them. And cut him over. All right, make a tackle, guys. Wow. I'm going to tell you, that's Josh Johnson. Had shots at him back here at the line of scrimmage, and he ends up picking off 10 yards.
Yeah, Dothan missed a couple of opportunities there, and part of it because of the skill of McGaster. So it will be 1st and 10, the ball inside the 20 at the 18.
And they got that same little stack deal going up. They usually shift them off that. They're going to hand it off again to McGaster. You know, McGaster is a of course, we're making him look a little better probably than he is.
So he takes the ball down to the 11. We can't afford to give up a touchdown.
No, you got to stiffen up here.
This drive started on the 30-yard line.
All right, how about a turnover right here? Okay, well, that's close.
Hey, you almost called it. If Dothan had been a little quicker, it would have been a turnover, but we'll take what we can get. So it brings up 3rd and long now.
Yeah, good play by Fleeton just to go ahead and get on top of that ball. You don't want to make any kind of major mistake down here, but 3rd and 9, the 3rd and 8.5 here, Mitt. This is, I don't know what kind of kicking squad they got. This is an area if they don't make this, they've got to consider putting in their kicker, and I don't know who that is. Probably Dominic Brasilara. Just that name sounds like a kicker. Get in on him, guys.
You got to put some pressure on him.
It is. Oh, come on. There we go.
Got him.
He's way short of the first down. He's going to be about 3.5 yards short. Let's see what they do. I think they got to come out and kick it.
Yeah, they're going to go for the field goal.
Well, and maybe, I don't know. Let's see who the kicker is. What's the number on that? We got about 5 listed. Tyler Cook, the senior, number 45. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kickers listed.
This would be a 28-yard attempt.
As long as we know their kid. Remember, they got the backup quarterback's a holder, but I don't think they do anything like that. I think that's good, Mitt.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
28-yard field goal.
That doesn't upset me. We were on our heels a little bit. We hold them to a field goal here. You know what, guys? Let's come on off the field. Let's put our offense that's outscored them 14-3 in this half back on the field.
Right, there you go. So, 9:06 left in the 4th, 24 for Daphne, 21 for Dothan. So, Daphne comes away with a field goal, a 28-yard field goal. That was a 70-yard drive.
And Daphne does that same kind of short, high kick that's going to be taken by Melton at about the 20. And I hate to say it, you got to run north-south on those, Mitt.
Right.
He tried to come bring it back across the field, but both these teams got too much team speed to see much of that working. So anyway, Tigers 1st and 10 at the 25.5-yard line.
So they have 75 yards ahead of them. The Tigers' last scoring drive was a 77-yard drive. So only a couple of more yards to go.
They are proving that they can go ahead and do this. We're going to see Ron Williams come out initially at the quarterback position. And looks like a little bit of a broken play. He's going to get back, not quite even to the line of scrimmage.
So looks like he lost a yard. Well, no, it started on the 25.
Okay, so he
Well,
about a yard. All right, let's see. We're going to have Williams back in. I mean, D.D. Thomas back at quarterback. He's going to have Kirkland back in his general vicinity with him.
this is a big drive. We're down to under 8.5 minutes left.
Yeah, there you
Thomas
go.
pitches it.
Kirkland.
The Kirkland,
Get out
and
to about a yard or two, maybe, Mitt.
yeah. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. They're going to give him 1, so to bring up 3rd and 9. They haven't been able to hit Jackson so far tonight.
Yeah, let's just see what we can. And you're right. I don't believe Trey Jackson's had a ball to him yet, has he?
No, he had one. He dropped in the first half.
All right, go D.D.
Thomas.
That's what you know. What he loves it, doesn't he?
First down.
And look at that, and more.
Whoa! And a late hit. Flag. Come on.
Oh, ref, come on! He tackled him. He tackled him up here past the hot dog stand. Golly!
All right, we'll take it. We got the first down, but that was an extremely late hit.
I mean, he was actually. You know what? He was right on the line where they got the players got to stand behind him. Come on now.
And a player is still down. A Dothan player is down.
Well, and that's Thomas is still down. And that's hard ground over there, Mitt. They've been walking on it. They've been walking on it. And it is hard. It's just like falling on concrete. And you see where he's down, and that's exactly what. And Kelvis is giving them an earful, and so is the rest of the staff, and quite frankly, they should. I mean, had we done that on the other side, I'd say the same thing.
That's right.
That should have been a flag. That was as bad of a no call as I've seen in a long time. And quite frankly, Alabama High School Athletic Association ought to look at that one. That's a missed call.
Yeah,
bad
it was.
missed call.
It was. That was pretty obvious, Jimbo. It really was. He was way out of bounds. I mean,
you're looking where he hadn't moved, and where he was tackled again is right there on the box where they don't let the team come out there.
Well, we're going to take a look at that and see.
Jeez.
We're going to take a look at it and see how far Thomas was out of bounds before.
Well, and he was out for a while, Mitt. Look at this. All right, look. Here he is. He goes across the 40, cuts back. He's right out at the 48. The guy grabs him, and then, I don't know. Maybe it looked a lot worse in live motion, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. But still, it was a late hit. Thomas is still down.
I'm telling you, that's concrete over there that you're standing on, basically.
Wow, he's been down for a little while. So,
but I still got to tell you, here's the problem with the whole thing, Mitt. The whistle, if they didn't blow the whistle, that's a problem. And secondly, he was out of bounds, and he is a good 3.5 yards off the field of play where he was tackled.
Right, and he is still down.
All right. I quit fussing about it now, Mitt.
All right, so we have 8:04 left in the fourth, and the score is Daphne 24, Dothan 21. Okay, Thomas is still down on the sideline. He has been able to sit up, so hopefully it's nothing serious. Medical people are around him.
And it may, Mitt, it's hard to tell from up here. It may be that, when you hit the ground, I'm telling you, if you hit your head, they're talking to him. They're doing all the right things. So that may be what it was. He may have just gotten, quite frankly, you hit the ground over there as hard as that ground is, it may have just rung his bell good.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 after a great run by Thomas. And they're still attending to him. And we still have a timeout on the field. So it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball at midfield after the Thomas injury and the late hit.
Oh, exactly. Late hit. Don't even get me going again. Y'all just poured a bucket of water over me to cool me off, man. I'm all right now. And, here's the deal. You got to respond to what you got. So Williams is back, and I like it. First play, let's go yard.
Whoa, man, he just rolled his back.
There was a lot of, I was going to say, Trey Jackson streaking down the side, and there was a lot of pushing and shoving. I hate to say probably the ball a little closer, you might get that call.
Well, he rolled Jackson's back.
He did. The only thing he didn't yell was "Ya Mule," didn't he?
I tell you, it was like a tractor-trailer ride.
Yeah.
So it brings up a 2nd and 10.
All right, but you know what? I liked it. That tells you got confidence in your quarterback. Williams comes in to replace D.D. Thomas, and the first thing you do is go ahead and let's go yard with it. They're going to try to blitz here, it looks like. Nice. Go ahead and call. Thought there might have been an encroachment there, but they didn't call that either. 2-1. Let's snap it. Good. Oh, come on, guys. Hopefully the Tigers got that ball back.
Yeah, the Tigers did. Whew.
They had trouble with the exchange bit, and I know the timing was a bit off. He had to get that snap off. We were running out of clock.
Yep.
All right, 3rd and 12.
And I don't think we'll see Thomas back in the game tonight.
I got a feeling it's going to be there. They're still attending to him. You can't afford to, and that's good. We're not going to take any risks. But with 7 minutes left, it's going to be Mr. Williams' show. Takes a snap, pedals back. Come on, guys, give him some. You got to protect him. They did not protect him. Number 26, Jalen Coleman, the linebacker, blitzed off the near side over here, and he just ran around his blocker. So, 3 plays after the first down, and we lose 10 yards, Mitt. Now it's going to be up to Mr. Griswold to see if we can pin him back, Mitt.
Well, we just got to, we got to take up the slack from Thomas. He had made some outstanding plays in this game. So the other players, somebody else is going to have to step up.
That's right. And you know what? Williams can do that. Let's get down here and there we go. He misjudged it. Come on. Take care of Sane. Come on. Get him, guys. I know. You know what I like? Now, let me tell you what just happened there. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but Julian Thomas made that initial effort on him back in 30 and got up and came back and made the tackle from behind.
Great effort. So Daphne will be starting on their own 42-yard line. Be 1st and 10.
All right. Now, let me tell you.
Thomas is up walking around.
I like it. Let me tell you, I think he got his bell rung is what happened. I saw him doing all the checks on the sideline, Mitt. Good to see. Come on, got to play some defense. Oh, he dropped the ball. The Tigers got it. Tigers got the ball at midfield, Mitt. Let's start this whole deal over.
What I tell you, Jimbo?
Yeah, you said there's no doubt in my mind they're going to put it on the ground. And with 6:15 left in the 4th quarter, they sure did. Great play there. And by the way, look who's back in the offensive huddle, Mitt. D.D. Thomas. We're going to start just like it was. This is Groundhog Day. Forget that last deal. We're going to start it at the 50 and move forward again with a couple of minutes less than we had. But it's going to come out here and look just like what it's supposed to look like. All right.
So Dothan will be starting on their own 49-yard line, their absolute best starting field position they've had tonight.
Absolutely. All right, 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play in this contest.
And we're glad to see Thomas back in.
We are glad to see him. And look at that. Quick out. He's looking again. He's got a man. Oh, my goodness. They had the right idea. He flipped it over to Kirkland, who looked downfield and absolutely had Trey Jackson. He just underthrew him a little bit. He had 15 yards even on the ref.
Yep, he did.
Wow.
He did. That was a good call.
I like the call, though. Especially with all those things that have gone on, I like the call. That's all right, Kirkland. Don't worry about it. Shake it off. You got your chance.
That's right. We'll make up for it. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
I like that. You know what? I like that idea. Dig into the playbook, and that play, they had them fooled.
They definitely did.
All right. There we go again. Now, look at this. Come on now. Horse collar. Yes, sir. Horse collar. You can't do that, and he did call that one. Hunter Eggleton got over to the sideline at the 43. We're going to add 15 to that, Mitt.
You better believe we'll take them. We'll take them. And, well, if they'd have called a play before, we probably been a little further down, but we're going to leave that one behind us.
Yeah, that's all
Thomas
right.
is back out there.
That's right. That's right. Don't get me started. I'm just fine.
So we'll take that's 15 yards, so that will move the ball inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line.
That's right.
Results of the play and the penalty yardage is a first down.
And it was right in front of us, Mitt. We saw it. All he got was a one hand up around the shoulder, top of the shoulder pads on the neck collar, and that was it. All right.
Hey, the crowd has come alive.
That's right. Here we go with 5:58 to play. Dothan High got twins to each side, single running back. Let's see what he's going to do. Thomas is going to run it. He's going to go across the 30 down to the 24-yard line.
He's a little slow getting up.
Well, he's going to be slow getting up. You know, he's taking a lot of licks tonight, but
he's tough.
Yeah, he is tough.
And he's a
tough.
competitor. He's a competitor.
He's a tough and a gritty player. Going to be second and about 6 from the just inside the 25, Mitt.
So this drive started on the 49-yard line. Dothan's advanced it down to the 25.
All right. Come on, DD. Let's see if we're going to get a dose of Mr. Saffold here. The answer is yes. Saffold across the 20, down into first down territory, Mitt.
It's going to be
he's going to
close.
be spotted a little short. He's got it spotted just inside the 19, and he had to get almost to the 18, but that's okay.
So it'll be 3rd and short.
All right. D.D. Thomas, he's going to have twins out to the far side over there. 2 good targets, Eggleton and Kirkland. Saffold in the backfield with him. 3rd and short. We're going to have Stancil in there as kind of an H-back. Let's see if Thomas follows him. I think he's going to come right off to that side and just say, let's get the first down. Ooh, he got tripped up, Mitt. He's going to be a little short.
Oh,
he's going to make it 4th and about a yard still.
You go for it. You go for it. At this point in the game?
Yeah. This down in this area, I think they got to. I don't think you step back and take, even though you know that your kicker, Pimentel, can make it. I don't think you do that here.
No, you go for it here.
I just spread them out again. He's got twins to both sides. I think you got to put it in DD's hands and say pick your gap.
And Dothan wants a timeout.
You know what? It's pivotal. You go ahead and take a timeout here, Mitt. I agree with 3:53. This is the play of the game right now for the Tigers.
You're exactly right. So 3:53 left in the 4th. It's a 24-21 Daphne lead. Almost caught up. Okay, so it's 4th and short for Dothan. And
I don't know what happened. They all ran out. Now they all ran back.
And
I know one thing they did. They actually sent Griswold out. I guess maybe the holder. I'm not sure what they were. I think they lined up talking about kicking. I don't think you kick it. I think you got enough confidence in you guys here. You're going to stack them up here on the left.
So they need about 2.
They going to try a hard count some kind? No, surely not. Thomas
the power forward.
He powers forward. You know, a quarterback sneak for 2 yards.
First down.
There you go. And let me tell you something. A lot of life and excitement over here on the, what are we on, Mitt? The west side of the field here.
Wow. D.D. Thomas. He's definitely going to get the Iron Man award.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, they power slam him over here on the concrete, and he's up 3 plays later and back in. All right, Thomas looks it over. He's got twins to the far side. Clock running at 3:28. Looks. Thomas is going to run across the 20, down to the inside the 15. Number 25, Cale Sanford, the linebacker, hits him. He loses a helmet. I guess the same rule. He'll have to come out for a play, and he does. But Thomas inside the 15 down to the 14, Mitt.
He picked up a couple on that one, so to bring up 2nd and 8.
And they're going to say he didn't get out of bounds. I
We're down to 3 minutes.
Under 3 minutes to play, which is probably good for the Tigers here. You know,
right. If
let's
they
go ahead and run. When you're this close, you don't need any more clock than that.
No,
you don't have time to run enough plays. All right, and the Tigers are going to take their time here on second and about a long 8. Thomas takes the snap, looks, he's going to hold. Oh, he's got daylight. He's inside the 10 to the 5.
Thomas takes it in.
All right, Thomas inside now. I'll tell you what, he did cross the plane. I'm going to tell you something. I don't like holding the ball out like we did. You're asking for trouble, but it was a touchdown. Tigers.
From where was that? From about 15 yards
Yeah,
out?
it was about a 15. It was a 14-yard run, Mitt.
Wow. We were just talking about a Iron Man.
I'm telling you.
And that's with 2:30 left in the fourth. Wow.
All right, this is an important play here, Mitt. You want to take the field goal out of the picture here. And he does. And he's Mr. Automatic. Pimentel just pumps it through. So 28-24 Tigers, Mitt, with 2.5 minutes to go, and it's gut check time.
And, Thomas gets knocked out. He was down. He wasn't unconscious or anything, but he was down for quite a while. Couple of plays later, he recovers. He comes back in and takes the team in for the touchdown.
I'm pretty sure somebody found that same stuff the water boy drank in that movie. They picked him up, that glacier water or whatever it is, Mitt. But whoever had it, it was good stuff. It worked.
So this is a big drive. One thing Dothan cannot afford to do is let Daphne get good field position and run the ball back.
That's what's key here. You cannot make a special teams mistake here. We know they got burners deep. There's no question about that. And we've had good success. We got to play good defense here, Mitt.
Yep. So this is the play of the game here. They've got to make sure they don't give up a big play here. And we talked about it earlier, Jimbo, about how Daphne wasn't beating Dothan. Dothan was beating themselves.
Well, let me tell you, the score in the second half is Dothan 21, Daphne 3. Okay, so
right.
we know what the story is here. Now it's up to execution and doing what you're supposed to do. And he's going to kick deep, and I guess that's going to probably be Sane. The speedster's going to get the ball. All right, guys, there you go. There you go. Nice tackle. Nice tackle right there. Number 55, Dallas Baxter, is who I'm sure made that play, Mitt. Nice play.
And he's slow getting up. Yeah, the Daphne player is slow getting up. That's number one.
Not him. That was
McAllister.
I don't want anything to be wrong with the fella, but I don't want him at full speed anyway.
No, we don't.
2:24 left here in the fourth quarter, Mitt.
Yep. So we're getting down
gut check time.
Now, Daphne does have 3 timeouts left.
Absolutely. Let's see what Fleeton's got in his arsenal. He's going to have twins to both sides. Looking back, looking. All right, we got to get – oh, there we go. Now, see, this is what we got to be careful of. Tackle, guys, tackle.
They almost had him.
Yeah.
They almost had him, but they gave up a big gain there out to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, number 8, Horace Johnson on there, but they've done a very good job, those receivers coming back, Mitt.
I'm going to go on the limb. They're going to get him. They've gotten close a few times. I'm going to say they're going to get it before this game is over.
I'd like to see Fleeton go down here. It was just a lot of time that we're not sending a lot of guys. We're back, and eventually it's hard to cover guys for a long time. Almost, Mitt.
Incomplete.
There we go. He was open, but, boy, we had pretty good coverage everywhere else, Mitt. Minute 54.
And like I said, they've gotten close. They're going to get it. They're going to get it. So it brings up a 2nd and 10, the ball at the 44-yard line.
And let me tell you something. Kelvis White was about 3 yards onto the field jumping, and it wasn't that I saw him. I felt it first. But big Kelvis. But he's fired up out there. He is working that team. You got Kevin Jackson over there. You got all those coaches on the sideline doing the right thing and signaling. They're excited. Everybody's excited. Got to find them, guys. There you go. Come on, make the play. Good play. Wow, nice play by Julian Thomas. Playing through the blocks to do it. And here's the point. Clock running at $1:44. Going to be 3rd now and about a 5.
And we definitely know it's two-down territory.
And I'm just going to tell you, Daphne's not been in this position a lot, obviously, because they've now let about 20 seconds run off this clock. All right, let's get over here and Dothan getting the defense set, fleeting back, looks. He finds the guy over the middle, flag.
It's going to be holding.
Nice tackle downfield.
Holding, yes.
And by the way, who made the tackle? D.D. Thomas.
The Iron Man.
That's right.
We're going to definitely have to give Thomas our Iron Man award tonight.
All right, I got it. I tell you what, I'm going to give him the double scattered, smothered, and covered award. I'll buy him.
Holding offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat third down.
Yeah. We actually had some decent penetration, Mitt, there defensively from the line. Quite frankly, we're just sending 3 guys. They got 5 blocking 3. We're playing the coverage side. Here we go. Now this is smart. We're going to bring in Kadarius Daniels here on this side. He's done a pretty good job as a pass rusher, coming in place of Malik Reed. A little more of a pass rusher than Reed is. So,
and if you think about it, Jimbo, they've gotten very close, quite a few times. But I just feel confident that they're going to get to the quarterback tonight. I really do, and I think it's going to be the difference in this game.
Really, the only thing, and don't hit me. The only thing that could hurt the Tigers right now at all would be some kind of a blown coverage. Okay, so defensively, we got to watch this. We got twins to both sides, and we got twin safeties back here, both with D.D. Thomas and Kendall Coleman, the senior, as well. So, like what I'm seeing, but we got to pay attention. And what we're going to do, we're willing to let him run around. Okay. And Daphne calls timeout. Why wouldn't you?
Number 11, Chris Sane, hobbles off the field, so he's going to be out.
He may have cramped up, Mitt.
Yeah, and I know Daphne and them figured, well, we got Thomas out of the game, we can take it. Thomas, he bounced right back up. He caught his breath and he bounced right back up. What does he do? He drives him down for the touchdown and takes one in from 15 yards out.
Yeah, he's tough as nails,
So we're down to a minute 15, and I'll just recap the second half here. Daphne led 21-0 at halftime, but here in the second half, Dothan has really come out. They were leading 21-0, and Thomas, 21-7.
Yeah, 21-7.
Yeah. And Sappho scored with 1. Let's see, I missed one here. That made it 21-14. Yeah, I had 7. Dothan scored with 6:29 left in the third to make it 21-14. And 114, Sappho took it in from 22 yards out to make it 21 apiece. Then with 9:06 left in the fourth, Daphne kicked a 28-yard field goal, and Dothan comes back and scores with 2:30 left on a 15-yard run by Thomas.
And I like this. You got Thomas and Coleman both playing about 20 yards deep right now. Of course, we got 3rd and 1.5 zip codes. Let's see what he's looking at. Too high.
Incomplete.
Yeah, we got black jerseys all over the place back here, and of course, there's Thomas. They're helping him up. But it's going to be now 4th and 23, Mitt, with $1:08 left. I dare say if I'm Daphne, I line up, then I call a timeout. They see what we're doing. We're only rushing 3 and we're dropping 8.
Okay, Jimbo. Here's number 11 is hopping in. That's Sane. They want him in the game, but he's limping that right.
Well, there's no question. Yeah. He's limping now. I'm just going to be straight up.
You think he's faking?
You know what? They passed plenty of possums driving over here, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. No, he really is hobbled. Look at, hey. There you go. Oh, come on. Come on, tackle him. Tackle. Oh, there's a flag down. There's a flag down out here, Mitt. Don't know what that flag. I hope it's not defensive holding. It's kind of in that territory.
Well, if it's holding, it still wouldn't be a first down.
Well, no, it wouldn't be a first down with 56 seconds left. The other thing, why in the world do you have Sane could do nothing that time? I mean, there's no way that can be your best option. They're talking about it.
It may be against Daphne.
He did something. Gave me an indication they may be talking about waving this off.
We're down to 56 seconds.
All right. It's going to be a hold against the
Tigers. But it's fourth down.
No, I know it. I'm with you. Yeah, holding.
But it's not a first down.
No. Should be a 5-yard penalty. I don't.
Wasn't it fourth down? It's fourth down, so the ball goes back to Dothan.
No. 10 yards from the end of the run. That's a tough penalty. That's a 20-yard penalty.
All right, Dothan fans, on your feet. Let's get up with the defense.
He's right about that. 10 yards from the end of the run.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's tough.
Daphne wants a timeout. So we're down to 54 seconds, and Daphne gets a big break there on what did they call a holding?
They called a defensive holding. And again, 10 yards from the run now makes it 4th and about 5, which is, as you know, I would say, very manageable.
It is. So this is a big play. But like I said before, Jimbo, they're going to take him down in the backfield.
All right.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I think one way to make sure that happens with some of those big old guys from Dothan High, throw a couple of pork chops back there right before he calls the snap and just say, go get it, boys.
Yeah,
that's a tough penalty. Not only do you get, that's a 20-yard penalty because the down and everything. I mean, that's a toughie now.
Yeah, Coach.
And I'm sitting here trying to figure. Yeah, and I'm trying to still understand that. I mean, I understand the call, but where did it happen? What was it? That's a tough one. Unless he was holding a receiver, but boy, I tell you what, wow. 4th and 5. Obviously, your Daphne here. You know, your goal, and they've had good luck with a couple of these underneath passes. I think we'll see that, or we're going to see Fleeton. Let's see. Are we going to see Fleeton try to make it running with the ball? I don't think you're going to see him. Wait, it's got to be a kind of a quick pass. Right here underneath. Come on. What?
Incomplete.
I don't understand that, Mitt. I do not understand that call, but I don't care.
All right.
How about that? Tigers need to stay off the field, but I don't understand that. I don't understand that pass call, and it may not be what was called, but what he was looking for. Fleeton was looking for something far downfield and almost had enough room to run it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, his bad decision is a good decision for us. A good result.
What, this is one of the best, as I would call it, recoveries from a halftime that I've seen in a long time, and I'm glad to see that the Tigers are coming out on the right end of this.
Yeah, all we got to do is they can stop the clock one time.
Yeah, 44 seconds left.
And that's it. Let's see. So Dothan will be starting at the 49-yard line.
And we're in victory formation here. D.D. Thomas is going to touch down to the knee twice. Obviously, if you're Daphne, you're going to see in case something happens. But let's see if they even are able to set it and run another play. I think we're going to have time for one more play, Mitt. We are. We're going to have one more play. And that's going to be it, my friend. Big win for Dothan.
And that was a 4th down play that Thomas, was it that he ran the touchdown in on? Was it a 4th down play, Timbo? I don't remember.
I just remember it was a good play, Mitt.
I just know. It was.
And that's it, Mitt.
That's it, baby.
Tigers are going to walk out of this game 5-1, 3-1 in conference play.
And beating the number 10 ranked 6A
team in there. And you know what? I would not be surprised to see the Tigers show up in that 6A poll this week, Mitt.
I think they deserve it. They deserve it,
no question.
And I tell you what, they did what they needed to do, Jimbo. The first half, they had a lot of mistakes, a lot of miscues, and they beat themselves in the first half. And they gave up that score with 19 seconds left in the first half on a block after a block punt. They allowed Daphne to go in and score. But coming out in the second half, I don't know what Coach White talked to him about, but whatever he did, it was a totally different game. The second half was totally different from the first half.
Right. And I'll tell you what a great win for Dothan High. Again, it's just taking it to that next level. You know, a lot of questions about Dothan High coming in and playing over here, playing with Daphne and playing against all these guys from the Eastern Shore over there. And, you know, you've got some great teams over there with, you know, between Daphne and Fairhope and whatever. And you know what? Dothan High comes off 4 weeks on the road, including the Northview game where they were, quote-unquote, the road team, but comes after a stretch on the road and takes on a very good Daphne team. And you know what? They're in the driver's seat in the 6A this region now.
You're right. Now let me quickly recap the scoring drives. Daphne scored first with 6:40 left in the first on a 20-yard TD pass to Sane to make it 7-0. They scored again in the second on a 5-yard run by Johnson to make it 14-0. Then and that was with 6:20 left. Dothan scored their first touchdown with 4:25 left in the second on a 5-yard run by Long to make it 14-7. Dothan, then Daphne scored with 19 seconds left in the first half to make it 21-7. In the third, Dothan came out on the first possession of the second half. Daphne threw an interception, and Coleman intercepted the ball. And from that point on, Dothan took control of this game. And Dothan put together a 58-yard drive, capped off with a 6-yard TD run by Thomas to make it 21-14. Dothan scored again with 1:14 left in the third on a 22-yard run by Sappho, and that was a 77-yard drive to make it 21 apiece. In the fourth, with 9:06 left, Daphne came back and kicked a 28-yard field goal to take a 24-21 lead, and Dothan got the ball and scored with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left after Thomas was out of the game. It comes back in and puts together an incredible drive and caps it off with a 15-yard TD run by Thomas to put Dothan up 28-24, and that is the final score as the Dothan Tigers take down the number 10 ranked Daphne Trojans. Any closing comments, Timbo?
Yeah, Mitt, I got to tell you, it's a total team effort by the Tigers. Couldn't say enough about both the offense and defensive line. When the defense had to do it, they had it, and they came up and shut Daphne down. Only held them to 3 points in the second half. Bottom line of this deal, Mitt, winner. Tigers winner, 5-1 in the league this year, and well on their way to the playoffs, Mitt.
A great performance. I'll tell you what, I've seen some teams come back. They were down 21-7, but they kept their composure and came out and played a totally different second half. So congratulations out to Coach White, his staff, and the Dothan Tigers for a big victory tonight. So on behalf of our cameraman tonight, Willie Elta, and Jimbo Lofton, this is Mick Kirkland saying good night from Redpree Stadium at Knowledge Field, where the Dothan Tigers win 28-24. Thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.